dia như lùm nâng á canh chắc là bàn tất công chơi này công chơi
Everybody, our marshals are coming through. They're handing out buddy leaves. So please take a buddy leaf from our marshal. We're handing out 130 buddy leaves. We want the buddy leaves all through the procession. So please stay on this side, on the right-hand side, or left-hand side of the path. We have our Thai community flag bearers through the front of the procession, please.
Bon San Sochea đây điệp chom là điệp chom là một bó là trong Melbourne không ta điệp chom chập ram làm bây giờ phục thì thứ hai là xã hội là về bình tĩnh tiền
những Phật tử ở chùa Phước Sơn là vâng lại trước
miền ca châu luôn
Phật tử Phước Sơn
bần đà tên Phước Sơn miền nó có
tự
miền
Phước Sơn là vâng xin lên trước
dương đấy miền là băm gần áo thầy dăm thầy miền tên Thái vùng mi
Phật tử Phước Sơn
chân Việt Nam Sri Lanka rồi miền trà màu piประเทศฮอกเนี่ยแต่กันพุทธศาสนาตะมวย
những Phật tử Phước Sơn
mấy họ cùng mía hay này họ Sri Lanka tại ở toàn riệp chom riệp rồi rồi lại màu bì bạch thầy next năng trẻ là để cho mờ và đà dẫn trực tiếp cầm thi đằng hai chân từ mà lại xuống cho bạn đừng tới chặt đàm từ mà lại tiếp thôi một chút
น้องภาคใต้ขมันมา
โอ้สวัสดีครับ
ไปไหนคะ
ไปข้างหลังเร็วๆ
เจ็บไทยได้
ภาคใต้ลงมาสิลูกอับซ้อนค่ะอับซ้อนนะอับสไลด์อับซ้อน
How are you?
Who you come with?
I just come by myself. But
By yourself?
yes. But too many people from Cambodia at over
I
there.
didn't see Cambodia yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In front of here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you see the tram?
You talk with a someone?
Hmm?
What's your friend name?
Oh, Sam.
Yes, Sam. You
Yeah,
talk with him?
Samuel.
When him come
No,
back?
no, no. Maybe I think next month.
Oh.
Yeah, next month. How long have you been here?
Oh, a long time. I've been here about 11.
Oh, okay.
My temple in there too, but today I do with community Thai.
This is community.
This one Thai community.
Oh, yeah.
My Dhammagaya, I think in the front there.
Okay. Very nice. All right. Yep.
When you see me, take photo for me and send me.
Okay. Okay. Yep. I will. Phơi nơi cam thi phơi nơi Sà La
แล้วอยู่ไหนอะป้าย
Sà La trong Melbourne thì chọn cam thi.
โอ้ยจะเอาใครดูกันก่อนใครจะโดนกันก่อน
Nơi đây họ miên phê tận nề chẳng hạn. Kê chụp hình hàng ngày là chiều ngày dừng tận nề tận ọt miết. Kê ọt bàn phơi trong ngày. Phơi trong ngày tận ọt miết kê là bộ phơi cá.
Yeah, how long is it?
Yeah, 9 hours. Mình cùng mình tôi cho
Everybody who's got a boating leaf, when we get to the town hall, you will form part of a procession and offering supported boating leaf policy from the town hall. So don't run away with your boating leaf. Everybody with a boating leaf, carry it through the procession, and then when we get to the town hall, you'll be part of a procession and offering with your boating leaf. I'm looking.
Miền chạy dăm này giống châu rùm này miền chạy dăm đây là cần ngọc thưa vâng. Có cái vài ba nghiệp tour.
Not good for fun.
Này đây là cử chỉ cầm bọc Việt Nam.
Cái đỏ cho cái đỏ sao này để đâu rồi? Lấy đại cái này đi.
Great.
The sand.
Huh?
Stop the sand. That's all right. Vô rồi đó. Ba rồi đó.
Đó, để qua đó.
Cái cam anh cho nó lên cao một chút xíu nữa.
Thôi.
Con chứ nó mấy đứa nhỏ đi ra
Where are you with the puppets? Here's a long one. Isu, is Isu there? Isu, your grandma's here?
bó ai thốt bàn đào chó bên chắc
năng à chăm bơ ọt lớn chăm đặt đi khai
power bank nè
Chăm bao nhiêu mặt cân tàu.
bơ tình dục yên dân thường chừng dân yên dân lấy yên chân dân na tiên tiên mau trời lấy được tiên tầm rong với tao thôi chẳng đây tầm rong
Cái cục cà lại ní. Son. Lại ní luôn chắc. Lại ní son. Hay chứ ai châu chua đâu. Đây thì kia nó phải chăm mơ lông món có chăm mơ châu chua.
anh ấy mới từ chính từ nhà ít lại mình là bây dân trong bên mó dân chụp gì mà mình thấy không mình thấy bờ sân chả đòn đi lớn đô đòn đi đòn cái cửa căn kia vô đòn đi hết các bạn
bây giờ bỏ lớn bị lột nơi này
bạn đi bây giờ ta tự tự ăn rồi nè lấy vô pha một đây là hỏi dẫn tích phần phê đáo dừng cho dừng mặt bạch không vào Việt Nam
nè nhìn on là lại là mùi năng này
nhưng vô anh nè hỏi bà sân già luôn đón lớn dừng đọc trên cả trăm còn lái mình trăm
bà
Ban thằng Pi.
cam lưng đây thì đây là cam
Krom quạt đôi prăng á, sờ sài quạt ban này với ban mà krom nó prăng từ châu rùm cam thi ấy có khơi có thể ở nè có mình cái ọt chó người ta làm thánh đôi ọt và bùa ọt giấy ọt đây kia ọt ban và bùa kia nhưng tới ở kia màu mày kia mình đang tha thử từ châu rùm này nè mình đôi thay bờ kia riệp chom chứ đôi thà kia riệp chom cắt điện vẹn bọc kia mà này giờ nó chay thôi kia vậy kia thầm thử vậy nè phát tròn cái nào nay giống ai từng vậy nó nghe tụi từng ấy đừng máu pru rồi cái nào mà đừng sao mình phliêng một ngày vào nghề phliêng là từ nung mà đông
សូមនមស្ការប្រធារានុធរៈគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គសម្រាប់ពលញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងទូទាំងពិភពលោកបាទខ្មែរយើងនៅទីនេះគឺនៅស្អីផាក Parliament Garden Reserve នៅទីក្រុង Melbourne ប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីហើយថ្ងៃនេះយើងជួបជុំគ្នាចម្រុះជាតិសាសន៍មានចិនមានថៃមានខ្មែរមានវៀតណាមមានភូមាទី3អីជាដើមហ្នឹងប្រទេសដែលអ្នកកាន់ពុទ្ធសាសនាទាំងអស់បានរួបរวมគ្នាដើម្បីមកកាន់ទីនេះតាមពិតកម្មវិធីចាប់ផ្ដើមតាំងពីព្រឹកនៅ hall church មួយនោះប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំណាអាត្មាមកតាន់ពេលថ្ងៃត្រង់នេះហើយនឹងចូលរួមមើលគេមើលឯងទាំងហែវិសាខបូជានេះថ្ងៃនេះហើយយើងដឹងហើយថាវិសាខបូជាគឺនៅថ្ងៃពេញបូរមីខែវិសាខប៉ុន្តែដោយសារពេលវេលានៃការរៀបចំគេជ្រើសរើសថ្ងៃណាដែលទំនេរមិនប្រកាសថាថ្ងៃណាទេថ្ងៃណាក៏អាចជាបុណ្យដែរហើយថ្ងៃនេះយើងមានក្រុមខ្មែរយើងនៅខាងក្រោយអាត្មានេះយើងមិនត្រឹមតែប្រពនៅវិសាខបូជារំលឹកដល់ថ្ងៃត្រាស់ដឹងប្រសូតត្រាស់ដឹងនៅពៀនប៉ុណ្ណោះទេយើងក៏បានបង្ហាញនៅអត្តសញ្ញាណរបស់ខ្មែរយើងឲ្យគេស្គាល់ដែរមានសម្លៀកបំពាក់ប្រពៃណីមានកងោកមានអីគេចាប់អារម្មណ៍ច្រើនមែនតើហ្នឹងហើយអាត្មាមិនសម្ដែងធัวអីច្រើនទេគ្រាន់តែជាព័ត៌មានសម្រាប់អ្នកទស្សនាទាំងអស់គ្នាយើងដឹងថាវិសាខបូជាគឺជា International Day ជាថ្ងៃអន្តរជាតិហើយបានទទួលស្គាល់ដោយអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិថាជាថ្ងៃនៃសន្តិភាពពិភពលោកដោយសារគេយល់អំពីមេគារបស់ព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធដែលដឹកនាំទៅរក peace គឺសន្តិភាពthank you នេះគេចែកអីគេ when I practice walking meditation outside with the sangha I will to the aware that it is a great happiness to walk with the sangha with each step I am aware that I am not a solitary drop of water but a part of a larger river អានេះគេចែកមុននឹងដើរព្រោះតិចទៀតហ្នឹងយើងដើរប៉ុន្តែដើរជាលក្ខណៈ meditation ជាលក្ខណៈ meditation ប៉ុន្តែមើលទៅដូចគ្មាន meditation អីទេដើរបើជាលក្ខណៈ meditation គឺដើរដោយសតិដើរមិនលឿនហើយការដើរគឺដឹងទាំងយើងឈានជើងទៅមុខតាំងពីលើកតាំងពីឈានទៅតាំងពីជើងដល់ដីគឺយើងដឹងគ្រប់ step ដែលយើងដើរប៉ុន្តែនេះគឺការណែនាំរបស់គេដើរមិនទេដើរសប្បាយទេដើរជាលក្ខណៈ meditation ជាលក្ខណៈសមាធិmay the positive energy created today by each of us and through our good words thoughts and action past present and future have relieved the suffering all beings now and in the future. May all beings find happiness, both temporary and ultimate. May ignorance, hatred, greed, and other afflictions be eradicated from their minds, and may they completely attain all good human qualities as well as supreme enlightenment ហ្នឹងហើយអានេះគ្រាន់តែជាការប្រសិទ្ធពរឲ្យមាន energy ឲ្យមានកម្លាំងពលំជាមួយនឹងការបដិបត្តិរបស់យើងជាមួយពាក្យសម្ដីគំនិតនិងសកម្មភាពដែលយើងធ្វើវិច័យមនោកម្មវិច័យកម្មកាយកម្មហ្នឹងទាំងបច្ចុប្បន្ននិងអនាគត ហើយសូមឲ្យរួចរំដោះចាកសេចក្តីទុក្ខឲ្យសត្វលោកនឹងរួចអាហ្នឹងគ្រាន់តែជាការបួងសួងសុំអញ្ចឹងទេបើណាទុក្ខត្រូវតែ release ដោយខ្លួនយើងហើយឲ្យបានរកឃើញនៅសុភមង្គលពិតប្រាកដទាំងសុភមង្គលបដោះអាសន្ន temporary ហើយនិង ultimate សុខពិតប្រាកដគឺព្រះនិព្វានជា ultimate peace ហើយសូមឲ្យ ignorance អវិជ្ជាការស្អប់គុំគួនអីទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងដែលជាបពួកកិលេសហ្នឹងរសាត់បាត់អំពីដួងចិត្តនៃមនុស្សគ្រប់គ្នាហើយនឹងឲ្យបានសម្រេចនៅគុណធម៌យ៉ាងពិសេសគឺ enlightenment គឺការត្រាស់ដឹងនៅសច្ចធម៌នេះជាกระดาษដែលគេចែកពេលដើរនេះឲ្យយើងអាននឹងឲ្យមានអីចង់និយាយហ៎អត់មែនទេហ្នឹងហើយគ្រាន់តែជាព័ត៌មានបន្ថែមថ្ងៃនេះអ្នកយកព័ត៌មានថ្មហ្នឹងហើយធៀបពិតពាក្យថាព័ត៌មានដឹងព័ត៌មានមានន័យថាម៉េចហ្នឹងហ្នឹងព័ត៌មានគឺអ្វីដែលមានពិតហ្នឹងហើយការនិយាយអំពីរឿងពិតហៅថាព័ត៌មានហ្នឹងហើយវាមកពីពាក្យដើមថាវរតមានហ្នឹងហើយបល័យថាវត្តមានហ្នឹងហើយវត្តមាននោះប៉ុន្តែដល់ព័ត៌មានហ្នឹងคล้ายសំស្ក្រឹតណាអញ្ចឹងអ្វីដែលពិតរាយការណ៍អ្វីដែលពិតហៅថាព័ត៌មានថាម៉េចព័ត៌មានវានៃលើបន្តិចព័ត៌មានមានន័យអធិប្បាយហ្នឹងហើយហ្នឹងហើយបើព័ត៌មាននិយាយតែរឿងពិតទេប៉ុន្តែយើងឥឡូវយើងថាព័ត៌មានទេប៉ុន្តែជារឿងខ្លះអត់ពិតប៉ុណ្ណាហ្នឹងហើយវាក្បត់ខ្លឹមសារអារាយការណ៍អត់ពិតអាហ្នឹងមានន័យថារូបភាពហ្នឹងក្បត់ខ្លឹមសារហ្នឹងហើយខុសគ្នាទិន្នន័យយើងសំដៅដល់លើអ្វីដែលគេផ្ដល់ឲ្យហ្នឹងហើយដល់ទៅសញ្ញាបើយើងយកតាមពាក្យបាលីគឺជាការចងចាំឯងដល់វត្តមានគឺសំដៅលើអ្វីដែលពិតហ្មងហ្នឹងហើយប៉ុន្តែយើងមើលបណ្ដាញព័ត៌មានរាល់ថ្ងៃវាអត់មានជាព័ត៌មានវា gossip ច្រើនជាងវាអូចច្រើនជាងថែមលបោយនេះវាលែងជាព័ត៌មានហ្នឹងហើយហ្នឹងអាហ្នឹងវាលែងជាព័ត៌មានទេអញណោគេទៅហើយបឹកអស់កន្លំចាក់អូបលកញ្ញាលអូនេះបលកណាទៅណៃអស់លើចឹងកាន់ធម្មតាទៅចឹងអស់លើដាក់ដងនោះបងនេះកាន់អស់ភ្លើងអានេះអស់ភ្លើងអត់ប្រាប់អត់ចេញអត់ប្រាប់ហើយហ្មងវល់ខ្ញុំមកប្រាប់ក្នុងនេះតែអត់ដែរអូខេដោះចឹងបាទខ្ញុំកាន់ម្ដងទៅបានហើយបាទចាំរួចចាំប្រាប់ខ្ញុំវិញបាទយើងប្រកបអស់ឡើងអាចយើងចូលជួងគេដែរអូនរត់តាមទៅអូនតាមថតនោះអូនថតហ្នឹងហើយតាមគៀនទៅឆ្នាំទៅឆ្នាំនេះមិនឃើញអូឆ្នាំទៅចូលទៅមានចប់ជាមួយផងខ្លួនណាបងមកយកមិនផងណា
mà dương nè nó lấy gì và tờ nè cho chú về từ nơi công ty dương nè có ai ta theo
My friend.
okay.
Where are you? Is the bag?
Chắc luôn tăng nghĩa hẳn nạt break từ hiên
portrait thanks Caitlin
Really? What?
thấy hả
miền speaker
Nâng mong.
nè là phong live vậy mình chăm nặng mình
cành chân máu
đọc đại mắt bà nè
những môn bàn
សូមថ្វាយបង្គំចំពោះប្រធេរៈធេរានុធេរៈគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គចម្រើនពរចំពោះញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់ដែលបានទស្សនាការ live តនេះគឺជាក្បួនដង្ហែវិសាខបូជាអន្តរជាតិនៅទីក្រុង Melbourne ប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីដែលនៅពេលនេះគឺកំពុងតែរៀបចំក្បួនហែដង្ហែវិសាខបូជានៅទីក្រុង Melbourne នេះទៅកាន់ Town Hall ដើម្បីប្រារព្ធពិធីទិដ្ឋភាពទាំងអស់នេះមានប្រសង់និងប្រជាពលរដ្ឋមកពីសហគមន៍នានាទាំងមានការចូលរួមពីប្រទេសខ្មែរយើងប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរយើងផងដែរដែលបានចូលរួមនៅក្នុងពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាដ៏អស្ចារ្យនេះដូច្នេះបងប្អូនពុទ្ធបរិស័ទលោកតាលោកយាយប្រធេរានុធេរៈគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គនិមន្តនឹងអញ្ជើញទស្សនាដោយសេចក្តីជ្រះថ្លាក្នុងការដង្ហែនៅក្បួនវិសាខបូជាអន្តរជាតិនៅទីក្រុង Melbourne. This is Visakha Boche Day for Victor Ven United Nation. That this is a kind of the preparing for parade that a lot of people coming from different communities joining this celebration. Thank you very much for watching. May the Buddha bless you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Tư vâng. Vậy tí tiết.
Cậu ấy nó tay chui kìa.
Vậy tí tiết.
Ngay kìa. Ngay cho ngày nó ngay tăng này.
Vì mơ ta rút bớt lưới ta lên.
Lưới. Tàu hồn không? Chuyện dễ tàu tía đó chăng? Ngoài.
Tôi cho mình ra.
Nè.
Chồng cái đau cho mình ra.
Tức là thả live to này nó đặt tu sọng đi vậy.
ឡាយចាំshare ពីកណាទៅបាទឃើញអស់កណាណែនិយាយពីអីឥឡូវម្ដងទៀតដោយសារលោកម្ចាស់គ្រូជាម្ចាស់នៃការនៃ page បានឲ្យខ្ញុំគណៈសមាភិបហ្នឹងនិយាយរៀបរាប់បន្តនៅក្នុងកម្មវិធីដង្ហែវិសាខបូជាលក្ខណៈអន្តរជាតិនៅទីក្រុង Melbourne ដោយដែលយើងជាពលរដ្ឋបងប្អូនលោកតាលោកយាយប្រធានធិរៈគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គបានជ្រាបហើយវិសាខបូជានេះគឺជាពិធីបុណ្យមួយដ៏អស្ចារ្យដែលប្រារព្ធឡើងសម្រាប់ពុទ្ធសាសនិកទូទៅនៅលើពិភពលោកជាពិសេសអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិបានដាក់បញ្ចូលនៅបុណ្យវិសាខបូជានេះកាលពីឆ្នាំ1999ឲ្យចូលជាបុណ្យអន្តរជាតិដែលគ្រប់ជាតិសាសន៍ទាំងអស់អាចប្រារព្ធពិធីវិសាខបូជានេះដោយសេចក្តីជ្រះថ្លាក្នុងការរំលឹកដល់ថ្ងៃដែលព្រះពុទ្ធចិនស្រីព្រះអង្គទ្រង់ប្រសូតព្រះបរមពុរិស័ទព្រះអង្គទ្រង់ប្រសូតត្រាស់ដឹងនិងបរិនិព្វានយើងឃើញថាពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជានេះមានប្រជាពលរដ្ឋទូទាំងពិភពលោកមនុស្សម្នាពុទ្ធសាសនិកដែលមានសេចក្តីជ្រះថ្លាប្រារព្ធនៅពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជានេះដោយខុសថ្ងៃផ្សេងគ្នាជាពិសេសនៅទីក្រុង Melbourne នេះសម្រាប់វត្តនីមួយៗគេបានប្រារព្ធរួចរាល់ជាស្រេចហើយតែដោយឡែកថ្ងៃនេះគឺជាថ្ងៃបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាអន្តរជាតិដែលប្រារព្ធឡើងនៅកណ្ដាលទីក្រុង Melbourne ប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីនេះតែម្ដងតាមពិតការប្រារព្ធពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាអន្តរជាតិនេះមិនមែនតែនៅទីក្រុង Melbourne ទេនៅប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីដូចជាទីក្រុង Sydney ក៏នៅក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះដែរនិងរដ្ឋផ្សេងៗទៀតក៏បានប្រារព្ធក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះដូចគ្នាដែលជាបុណ្យអន្តរជាតិសម្រាប់ប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីតែម្ដងដែលដោយពុទ្ធបរិស័ទបងប្អូនទាំងអស់បានឃើញបានទស្សនាហើយគឺមានព្រះសង្ឃជាច្រើនសហគមន៍ទាំងខ្មែរយើងវៀតណាមថៃឡាវចិនវៀតណាមស្រីលង្កាភូមានិងនៅអូស្ត្រាលីបង់ក្លាដេសនិងពុទ្ធបរិស័ទជាច្រើនទៀតហើយខាងទីបេនិងពុទ្ធបរិស័ទជាច្រើនសហគមន៍ណាស់ដែលបានចូលរួមនៅក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះឥឡូវនេះពេលវេលានេះម៉ោងប្រហែលជាម៉ោង 7:01 តាមដែលម៉ោង 7:01 ណាម៉ោង 1ឥឡូវនេះកំពុងតែរៀបចំក្បួនដង្ហែវិសាខបូជាដូច្នេះខ្ញុំបកណាអាត្មាភាពដែលបានចូលរួមនេះគឺសប្បាយរីករាយខ្លាំងណាស់ដែលបានចូលរួមប្រារព្ធពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជានៅក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះហើយពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជានេះគឺមិនមែនសម្រាប់អ្នកណាម្នាក់ទេគឺសម្រាប់ទូទៅទាំងអស់គ្នាពុទ្ធសាសនិកនៅទីក្រុង Melbourne នេះតែម្ដងដែលគុណនិមន្តចូលរួមអញ្ចឹងមានប្រតិសបាយរីករាយទេនៅក្នុងពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាជួយនិមន្ត
ណាសូមក្រាបថ្វាយអង្គមគ្រូណាព្រះសង្ឃគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គដែលមានវត្តមានមកចូលរួមក្នុងឱកាសនេះនិងគ្រប់បណ្ដាព្រះសង្ឃទាំងអស់ដែលបានទស្សនាតាមពេកលោកម្ចាស់គ្រូសានុជាក៏ដូចជាពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់ផងដែរខ្ញុំកណ្ណាអាត្មាភាពក៏ជាព្រះសង្ឃមួយរូបណាជាពុទ្ធសាសនិកដែរណាជាព្រះសង្ឃជាតំណាងពុទ្ធសាសនាមួយអង្គដែរណាអញ្ចឹងមកចូល
មកពីខាងណាដែរទៀត
ខ្ញុំកណ្ណាមកពីវត្តខ្មែរ Melbourne នៅតំបន់ Springvale
ណាហើយ
បាទដូចជាធ្លាប់ស្គាល់ព្រះអង្គដែរ
តែសប្បាយប្រតិមុនមកចូលរួម
នឹងណាបើនិយាយពីប្រតិគឺសប្បាយតាំងពីឮថាមកចូលរួម
ណា
ព្រោះការចូលរួមនោះទី1យើងបានជួបព្រះសង្ឃច្រើនមកពីបណ្ដាប្រទេសផ្សេងហើយជាក់ស្ដែងដូចក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះយើងជួបព្រះសង្ឃដែលសំខាន់មកពីកម្ពុជាឬក៏ដែលយើងទទួលស្គាល់ថាលោកជាអ្នកចេះដឹងមួយរូបណាតែដល់គឺលោកម្ចាស់គ្រូសានសុជាហើយម្យ៉ាងទៀតយើងក៏បានជួបនឹងព្រះសង្ឃច្រើនអង្គក៏ដូចជាពុទ្ធបរិស័ទជាច្រើនណាគ្រប់ជាតិសាសន៍ទាំងអស់ដែលជាអ្នករាប់អានពុទ្ធសាសនាហើយសម្រាប់ខ្លួនឯងផ្ទាល់គឺមានការសប្បាយចិត្តមកទៀតដោយសារថាយើងជាព្រះសង្ឃពុទ្ធសាសនិកមួយរូបដែរហើយដូច្នេះយើងមានការគ្រប់គ្រងណាសម្បីតែខ្លួនឯងផ្ទាល់ក៏ដូចជាញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទពេលណាយើងឃើញច្រើនអញ្ចឹងយើងសប្បាយចិត្តថាមិននឹកស្មានថា ពុទ្ធសាសនាមានបរិស័ទគ្រប់គ្រងហើយជំនឿតាមការតាមបានន័យថាយល់ដឹងពីការទូលមានព្រានបដៅរបស់ព្រះអង្គនឹងបានជាយើងប្រពធ្វើនៅក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះបើសិនជាអត់បានចូលរួមឲ្យស្ដាយទេណាបើនិយាយពីមិនបានចូលរួមយើងមិនថាស្ដាយប៉ុន្តែមិនរហូតដល់សឹងមិនលក់ទេណាអាចនៅសឹងលក់ណាគេថាយើងសំខាន់ក៏ព្រោះតែយើងបានធ្វើឲ្យម្ដងហើយនៅតាមបណ្ដាវត្តផ្សេងគឺព្រោះតែយើងប្រពទៅតាមថ្ងៃខែដែលព្រះអង្គបានន័យថាពុទ្ធបរិស័ទដែលជាអ្នកកាន់ពុទ្ធសាសនាបានកំណត់ទុកគឺថ្ងៃ15កើតខែពិសាខណាអញ្ចឹងយើងបានធ្វើឲ្យនៅវត្តព្រះអង្គធ្វើដែរគុណណាទៀតព្រះអង្គមកពី Springwell ដែរយើងដឹងហើយបានប្រពធ្វើទាំងអស់អង្គហើយនឹងអស់គ្នាជាមួយពុទ្ធបរិស័ទហ្នឹងគឺប្រព្រឹត្តទៅមួយថ្ងៃពេញមិនអញ្ចឹងហ៎កាលយើងធ្វើណាអញ្ចឹងថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំកណាអាត្មាភាពសូមជម្រាបដល់ពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់ថាបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាដោយតែព្រះអង្គលោកបានប្រាប់ខាងដើមហើយថាវាមានសារៈសំខាន់ណាវាមានសារៈសំខាន់ហើយមូលហេតុដែលយើងធ្វើថ្ងៃនេះណាសម្រាប់រលឹកដល់វិសាខបូជានេះគឺយើងរលឹកដល់ហេតុសំខាន់បើយើងនិយាយក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាថាមាន3ណាគឺព្រះអង្គទ្រង់ប្រសូតហើយព្រះអង្គទ្រង់បានត្រាស់ដឹងជាព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធហើយនឹងព្រះអង្គទ្រង់បរិនិព្វានណានឹងជាកិច្ចមួយដែលយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាជាពុទ្ធបរិស័ទគួរតែនឹករលឹកបើនិយាយពីថ្ងៃកំណើតយើងប្រៀបដូចជា birthday ដែរ birthday ប៉ុន្តែ birthday នេះគឺជា birthday សំខាន់របស់បុគ្គលណាដ៏សំខាន់មួយរូបព្រោះព្រះអង្គបើកបង្ហាញនៅណាចំណេះដឹងដ៏ច្រើនដល់ពុទ្ធបរិស័ទនេះគឺត្រូវតែបើយើងជ្រះថ្លាជាមួយព្រះអង្គគួរតែថាត្រូវតែប្រពៃពិធីហ្នឹងមែនណាគួរតែគប្បីត្រូវណាគួរតែគប្បីត្រូវតែធ្វើណាត្រូវតែធ្វើណានេះវាយើងគិតថាវាសំខាន់ហើយដោយតែខ្ញុំកណាបានជម្រាបហើយបានប្រកេនដំណឹងហើយថាហេតុអីក៏យើងសប្បាយដែលយើងណាសប្បាយចិត្តនៅក្នុងនេះយើងឃើញការចូលរួមជាចំនួនច្រើនក៏ពិតមែនប៉ុន្តែអ្វីដែលយើងសប្បាយមួយទៀតនោះព្រោះពួកគាត់ទាំងអស់មកគ្រប់បណ្ដាជាតិសាសន៍ទាំងអស់បាត់តែគាត់មកចូលរួមនេះក៏គាត់យល់នៃអត្តន័យនៃការទូលមានព្រានបដៅរបស់ព្រះដ៏មានវិភាកដែរជាក់ស្ដែងព្រះអង្គលោកសម្ដែងហើយណាវត្តដែលសំខាន់ឬក៏នៅក្នុងដីការបស់ព្រះអង្គដូចជាទី1ព្រះអង្គហាមមិនអោយណាសត្វលោកទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងណាធ្វើនៅអំពើបាបណាកុសលសោវសម្បទាពេលដែលមិនធ្វើបាបហើយងាកចិត្តមកធ្វើនៅកុសលធម៌សពបែបយ៉ាងណាគឺសេចក្តីល្អសម្រាប់យើងទាំងអស់គ្នានិយាយទៅគោលដៅគឺដើម្បីសុខសន្តិភាពនៃមនុស្សជាតិទាំងអស់ហើយទី3គឺកុសលសោវសម្បទាណាបានន័យថាកាលណាយើងសម្អាតចិត្តបានល្អហើយមានមេត្តាធម៌អាណិតអាសូរចេះស្រឡាញ់គ្នាដោយការអធ្យាស្រ័យគ្នាខ្ពស់មិនប្រកាន់ជាតិវណ្ណៈសាសនាណាមួយទេយើងនឹងនាំមកនៅសេចក្តីសុខណាសន្តិភាពហើយជាទីបញ្ចប់នេះគឺសូមជូនពរគ្រប់បណ្ដាព្រះសង្ឃទាំងអស់ណាដែលបានចូលរួមក្នុងឱកាសនេះក៏ដូចជាព្រះសង្ឃដែលបានទស្សនាណាមើលឃើញទៅតាមเพจលោកម្ចាស់គ្រូក៏ដូចជាពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់សូមឲ្យជួបតែនឹងសេចក្តីសុខក្តីចម្រើនជាពិសេសសូមឲ្យពិភពលោកទាំងមូលមានតែសុខសន្តិភាពជានិច្ចនិរន្តរ៍តរៀងទៅសូមអនុមោទនា
សាធុណាអរគុណចំពោះការចូលរួមរបស់ព្រះអង្គដោយសេចក្តីជ្រះថ្លាក្នុងថ្ងៃបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាហើយលោកម្ចាស់គ្រូជ្រះថ្លាមុនចូលរួមនេះសប្បាយបន្តិចហេតុអីបានជាចូលរួមចង់ចូលរួមសានិយាយឲ្យត្រង់ទៅចង់ឃើញណាចង់ឃើញសន្ទុះនៃបរិស័ទពីសហគមន៍ផ្សេងហ្នឹងថាតើគេយកចិត្តទុកដាក់ប៉ុណ្ណាអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងបំណងមែនទេហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងតាមពិតហ្នឹងមិនមែនមករកធននៅហ្នឹងទេប៉ុន្តែកណាស្រឡាញ់មួយត្រង់ឯថា we are together ហ្នឹងហើយ we are together ហើយមួយទៀតថាវាជារឿងលោកធម៌ក៏បានដែរថាដូចជាមានមោទនភាពដែរថាយើងជាកូនចៅពុទ្ធហ្នឹងដូចអត់ខ្មាស់គេដូចព្រះអង្គដូចមានកិត្តិយសធំទី1ដោយគេទទួលស្គាល់ទូទាំងពិភពលោកហើយនៅពេលដែលយើងបើកបង្ហាញពីទ្រឹស្ដីរបស់ព្រះអង្គម្ដងមិនងាយថានរណាមិនទទួលស្គាល់ទេអញ្ចឹងវាធម្មតាទេឪពុកខ្លាមិនមែនកូនឆ្កែដូចថាព្រះអង្គជាបិតាហើយយើងនាំគ្នាបដិបត្តិតាមព្រះអង្គគឺវាមានកិត្តិយសតាមនឹងដែរហ្នឹងហើយចង់និយាយថានៅលើពិភពលោកនេះយើងអត់មានខ្មាស់អៀនថាដើម្បី express ថាយើងបានសិក្សាពុទ្ធឱវាទទេ
ហ្នឹងហើយក
ណាមុន
ហ្នឹងហើយបើសិនជាយើងយកជំនឿផ្ដេសផ្ដាស់យកមកនិយាយយើងអត់មានមោទនភាពអីឧទាហរណ៍ទៅថ្វាយអង្គមគុលអាស័យអីចឹងណាហ្នឹងយើងមិនដឹងថាទៅបង្ហាញអន្តរជាតិរបៀបម៉េចទេគឺប៉ុន្តែដល់ពេលទ្រឹស្ដីរបស់ពុទ្ធវាជាទ្រឹស្ដីសកលហើយដែលយើងចូលទៅតាណាក៏មានកន្លែងអង្គុយស្រួលដែរហ្នឹងហើយទោះបីនៅអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិហ្នឹងក៏មានកន្លែងអង្គុយដែរពុទ្ធសាសនាហ្នឹងតែបើយើងនៅជាប់តែជាមួយខ្មោចអ្នកតាទៅមានកន្លែងអង្គុយទេហ្នឹងហើយហ្នឹងមោទនភាពកន្លែងហ្នឹងមានថាវាអត់មានខ្មាស់អៀនអីទេឥឡូវដើរទៅណាគេសុំថតទេលោក
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Venerable Bante, respect. I would like you to talk a little bit about the celebration today. Okay.
What for? For whom?
Facebook Live. A lot of people listen and watch.
Is that your Facebook?
Yes. Another famous venerable in Cambodia.
Cambodia, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Come this way.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like you to talk a little bit about the celebration today and something that related to the day that we celebration. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak about this Vesak celebration. This is wonderful because I remember 34 years ago, the very first time in Sydney, where we have a joint Vesak, which is a Vietnamese temple in Fairfield, inviting Sangha from Cambodia, Laos and Thai, only just about 15 Sangha. That was 34 years ago. That was the very first time we have the Vesak celebration in the public revenue. We hired the Fairfield High School for that, and I was the chair of the organizing committee. Even the most venerable Thich Phước Huệ was the chairperson, but I am organizing committee chair. And we had very long time from then to get to reach to this level. Along the line, there were sometimes there were no any public Vesak celebration at all. This one started 11 years ago, and the one in Bangkok take the lead because only at the end of 1999, where General Assembly of the United Nations has passed a resolution. From memory, the resolution 54/114, uprising our Lord Buddha as a great cultural.
Everybody with the Bodhi leaf.
With his wisdom and his teaching has inspiring the world for following his teaching and practices to get peace for the world and peace for every family and every person. And it is wonderful to see Thai country had sponsored United Nations Vesak in Bangkok, started in 2015. I was a part of the committee member over there since 2005, and it's very happier than Bangkok. Even we see Melbourne people start to follow the lead of Bangkok and organizing the joint Vesak like this in starting in 2007, I think, because today is 11 time, and it's very good occasion for all Sangha of all tradition and lay member of all temple can join together, and we promote brotherhood, sisterhood, and Sanghahood together. It's once a year only. No other opportunity where we can see Sangha join together. Yes, it's very good to see. At least we can show our harmony, our solidarity, and that's very good to show to the public that we even we are poor, we are very big in figure, but the crowd here may be just a few thousand or maybe less than 2,000. But instead of, for example, in Melbourne, Buddhist population should be around 70,000-80,000. Yes. But we can throw 2,000 to this ceremony, and this is a very good number. I think we need to appreciate the effort of organizing committee, who had spent so much time the last 12 months to organize this. And if without those lay people who have some skill and a lot of effort, a lot of experience and knowledge to put this together, and then if the Sangha alone, we could do this. And that's why we can see the role of lay people was quite important too. Thank you for your question.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, may the Buddha bless you. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye bye. Thank you. អរគុណច្រើនចំពោះការទស្សនាឥឡូវនេះនៅពេលបន្តិចទៀតនេះយើងនឹងដង្ហែក្បួនវិសាខបូជាដោយព្រះមហាថេរបានរៀបរាប់ពិពណ៌នាពីវិសាខបូជាតាក់ទងនឹងនៅទីក្រុងមែលប៊ននិងនៅទីកន្លែងផ្សេងៗទៀតដូចជានៅទីក្រុងបាងកកប្រទេសថៃនេះគឺជាទស្សនវិជ្ជាបើយើងមើលទៅក្នុងទីក្រុងមានមនុស្សជាច្រើនហើយជាពិសេសគឺនៅក្នុងទស្សនវិជ្ជាបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាអន្តរជាតិនេះក៏មានការចូលរួមពីសហគមន៍ប្រជាជាតិជាច្រើននៅក្នុងប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីនេះតែម្ដងដែលធ្វើឲ្យយើងមានសេចក្តីជ្រះថ្លាហើយនឹករលឹកដល់គុណរបស់ព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធវិសាខបូជានេះដោយដែលបានជម្រាបនិងចម្រើនពរញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់ថាគឺយើងប្រារព្ធឡើងដើម្បីរំលឹកដល់ថ្ងៃដែលព្រះអង្គទ្រង់ប្រសូតត្រាស់ដឹងនិងបរិនិព្វានទោះបីជាយើងខុសជាតិសាសន៍ការរស់នៅក្នុងតំបន់ផ្សេងគ្នាក៏ដោយមានប្រទេសថៃប្រទេសខ្មែរប្រទេសភូមាប្រទេសវៀតណាមនៅអូស្ត្រាលីអ្នកអូស្ត្រាលីផ្ទាល់បង់ក្លាដេសទីបេទោះបីជាយើងក្នុងការគោរពកាន់ព្រះពុទ្ធសាសនាខុសគ្នាក៏ដោយខ្លះប្រសង់និងពុទ្ធបរិស័ទខ្លះក៏គោរពតាមថេរវាទខ្លះក៏តាមមហាយានឯខ្លះទៀតគឺគោរពតាមរបៀបទីបេប៉ុន្តែទោះបីជាយ៉ាងណាក៏ដោយពួកយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាគឺចូលរួមគ្នាទាំងអស់គ្នា we are together
ភាពខុសគ្នានេះវាគ្រាន់តែជារូបភាពទេបើនិយាយទៅវាមានគោលដៅតែមួយគោលដៅគឺយើងដើម្បី ultimate peace ទាំងអស់គ្នាបើគ្រាន់ថាទ្រង់ទ្រាយដែលយើងមើលឃើញខុសគ្នាមកដោយវប្បធម៌ផ្សេងគ្នាណាបើគ្រាន់ថាវាជាបង្អែមទេតែធាតុពិតចេញពីមេស្ករតែមួយហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងហើយបានជា Buddhism ហ្នឹងមិនងាយមានរឿងឆ្លោះគ្នារហូតដល់ទៅនិកាយមួយនិងនិកាយមួយកាន់កំភ្លើងបាញ់គ្នាទេពីព្រោះនៅរាល់និកាយទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងចុងក្រោយគឺ peace អញ្ចឹងហើយបានអន្តរជាតិ United Nation អង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិហ្នឹងគេឲ្យឈ្មោះហ្នឹងត្រូវហ្នឹងហើយគឺជា Religion of Peace
ចាក់លោកអាចជួយបញ្យល់ថា Religion of Peace មានន័យថាម៉េចដើម្បីពង្រីកសេចក្តីបន្ថែមពាក្យហ្នឹង
បើតាមសេចក្តីថ្លែងការណ៍របស់អង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិដែលគេជ្រើសរើសឈ្មោះហ្នឹងគឺគេយកដំណើរដែលព្រះអង្គដឹកនាំហ្នឹងគឺដើម្បីប្រព្រឹត្តទៅដើម្បីសេចក្តីស្ងប់កាយស្ងប់ចិត្តរហូតទៅដល់យើងនិយាយថាសូម្បីតកាយសង្ខារចិត្តសង្ខារក៏ត្រូវស្ងប់រងាប់អស់ដែរហៅថាសន្តិបត្តិដល់អញ្ចឹងដំណើរដែលពុទ្ធបង្រៀនមកហ្នឹងសិលសមាធិបញ្ញាហ្នឹងនៅក្នុងសិលក៏អត់មានក្តៅក្រហាយនៅក្នុងសមាធិរឹតតែស្ងប់ដល់ក្នុងបញ្ញាអស់ភាពខ្សៅម៉ងផ្លូវចិត្តទៅទៀតអញ្ចឹងពីមនុស្សម្នាក់កាលណា eradicate មានន័យថាកម្ចាត់នៅភាពសៅម៉ងក្នុងចិត្តបានហើយមនុស្សនឹងអត់ផ្ដល់សេចក្តីទុក្ខដល់អ្នកដទៃកើតព្រោះមនុស្សដែលផ្ដល់សេចក្តីទុក្ខដល់អ្នកដទៃដោយសារសេចក្តីទុក្ខវានៅក្នុងចិត្តរបស់ខ្លួនឯងអញ្ចឹងវាមិនកើតទុក្ខតែម្នាក់ឯងវាផ្ដល់ទុក្ខដល់គេដែរហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងបានថាយើងនៅទីនេះយើងមិនមែនមកបដិបត្តិធម៌thank you មិនមែនជារឿងមកបដិបត្តិធម៌អីល្អជាងពេលដែលយើងសិក្សាបត្រៃបិដកឬក៏ពេលដែលយើងបដិបត្តិនៅកន្លែងនោះទេប៉ុន្តែជាថ្ងៃមួយដែលមួយឆ្នាំមានម្ដងដែលយើងជួបជុំគ្នាបើយើងនិយាយមែនទេណាដូចជាបុណ្យកតញ្ញូចឹងរបៀបដឹងគុណព្រះអង្គតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងឯងថ្ងៃហ្នឹងវាមិនមែនថាសន្តិភាពកើតតែថ្ងៃហ្នឹងក៏មិនមែនដែរគ្រាន់តែថាជាថ្ងៃមួយដូចព្រោះសូម្បីតែយើងធ្វើសមាធិក៏ចឹងត្រូវមានកសិនធាតុពិតសូម្បីពុទ្ធរូបសូម្បីស្អីវាបើយើងមានបញ្ញាពិតប្រកបហើយវាលែងជារឿងត្រូវការហើយប៉ុន្តែជាកិច្ចចាប់ផ្ដើមត្រូវមានកសិនអញ្ចឹងបានសមាធិមុននឹងចូលទៅដល់អបណាសមាធិវាត្រូវមានកសិនអ កសិនមានន័យថាមានរូបអ្វីមួយដែលយើងទាញមកបរិកម្មហ្នឹងដើម្បីវាបង្អោនចិត្តទៅកាន់អាហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែដល់ពេលកម្រិតចិត្តវាឡើងហួសហើយអាកសិនហ្នឹងយើងចោលទៀតវាចូលទៅដល់ឧក្កហនិមិត្តដល់ឧក្កហនិមិត្តរូបកសិនទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងលែងត្រូវការវាចាប់ជាប់នៅក្នុងចិត្តរបស់យើងហើយយ៉ាងណាមិញរូបភាពទាំងអស់នេះក៏ដូចគ្នាចឹងដែរនៅពេលដែលយើងចូលទៅបប្រតិបត្តិនៅធម្មៈរូបភាពទាំងអស់នេះលែងសំខាន់ហើយហ្នឹងហើយប៉ុន្តែថ្ងៃនេះយើងកុំទៅជាមួយនឹងរូបភាពថាខុសគ្នាអីយ៉ាងម៉េចដូចយើងនិយាយចឹងថាគ្រាន់តែជារូបភាពបង្អែមទេវាមានបាញ់ជំនឿវាមាននំលោតវាមានស្អីទៀតបងឯង
នំគ្រក់សេរី
មិនគ្រក់នំត្រៀបនំគោប៉ុន្តែវាចាត់ជាបង្អែមទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងហើយយ៉ាងណាមិញឥឡូវយើងឃើញរូបភាពសារខុសគ្នាទាំងអស់ចឹងហ្នឹងហើយក្រៅពីការនឹករលឹកទៅដល់ថ្ងៃដែលព្រះអង្គទ្រង់ត្រាស់ហ្នឹងយើងក៏បានធ្វើបទបង្ហាញផ្សេងជាលក្ខណៈវប្បធម៌ជាតិរបស់យើងដែរ
ណាមុននិយាយតណាកណានឹកឃើញរឿងហ្នឹងកណាស្រឡាញ់ពាក្យនេះដែលថាពុទ្ធសាសនាជាសាសនាសន្តិភាពទី1គឺយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាមានន័យថាយើងជាពុទ្ធសាសនិកទាំងអស់គ្នា we are together ហើយមួយទៀតគឺការមិនប្រកាន់គឺថារូបភាពគឺគេឲ្យស្លៀកសម្លៀកបំពាក់សាសនារបៀបកាត់ណាស្លៀកអីស្លៀកទៅគឺណាចង់ឲ្យលោកចាគ្រូជួយបញ្យល់គឺការមិនប្រកាន់នេះដែលថា we are together នេះដើម្បីស្វែងរកសន្តិភាពនឹងសូមចាគ្រូ
បើសិនបើមេគាព្រះអង្គជាប់ដោយការប្រកាន់ណាមិនអាចរីកមកដល់ពួកអាស៊ីពួកអីបានទេងាកទៅមុខខ្លះចំណាទៅរៀនជួបមិត្តភ័ក្តិមកពីអ៊ីរ៉ាក់គាត់ original មកពីមូស្លីមប៉ុន្តែគាត់មានទុកផ្លូវចិត្តច្រើនហើយដល់យើងជាបញ្យលគាត់ឲ្យគាត់គិតវិធីសិល្បៈនៃការគិតដល់ពេលនិយាយយូរទៅគាត់ថាគាត់ធូរដូចស្រួលបានដល់ពេលគាត់យល់ចឹងទៅចឹងណាក៏បង្ហើបថានេះខ្ញុំមិនមែនចេះខ្លួនឯងខ្ញុំចេះពីគេដែរហ្នឹងគាត់ចង់ដឹងចេះពីនរណាគ្រូនរឯងថាហ្នឹងគ្រូអាត្មាហើយគេសួរថាគ្រូនរឯងនរណាពុទ្ធហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងបានគេជ្រះថ្លាហើយគេឃើញទៅអ្វីដែលគេធ្លាប់ប្រព្រឹត្តគេធ្លាប់បន់គេធ្លាប់គោរពព្រះហ្នឹងវាអត់នាំឲ្យគេបានអាសុខចិត្តហ្នឹងណាហើយគេសប្បាយចិត្តគេបានអានបានអីកណាជាស្ញើសភៅឲ្យទៅដល់ពេលថ្ងៃមួយគេឃើញអាវីដេអូលោកនៅថៃសូត្រធោះឲ្យវាយក្បាលភូហើយគេផ្ញើមកកណាគេសើចគេថាបើខ្ញុំចង់ convert ទៅ yours តើអ្នកនឹងធ្វើអញ្ចឹងចំពោះខ្ញុំអត់វាយក្បាលខ្ញុំអញ្ចឹងដែរអត់ពីជួហ្នឹងហើយបានខ្ញុំកណាថា that's not the way that Buddha taught វាមិនមែនជាវិធីសាស្ត្រដែលពុទ្ធបរិញ្ញាទេបានជួបគ្នាថ្ងៃស្អែកឡើងនិយាយរឿងហ្នឹងទៀតដល់និយាយរឿងហ្នឹងទៀតគាត់ថាខ្ញុំកណាប្រាប់គាត់ថា Buddha is like a doctor ពុទ្ធគឺជាគ្រូពេទ្យអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលអ្នកឯងទៅពេទ្យណាស្លៀកពេទ្យអីក៏បានដែរតែអ្នកដែលចាំបាច់ត្រូវស្លៀកឯកសណ្ឋានពេទ្យអ្នកបំពេញតួនាទីជាពេទ្យហ្នឹងគេត្រូវមាន uniform ដូចអាត្មាអញ្ចឹងវាត្រូវមាន uniform ប៉ុន្តែបើជាប្រជាជនធម្មតាទេអ្នកឯងស្លៀកទៅអ្នកឯងគ្រប់អីគ្រប់ទៅអត់មានដូចដុកទ័រអញ្ចឹងពេលគេទៅបើកថ្នាំដែលសួរ religion អីណាមែនទេអ្នកឯងស្អីទៅប៉ុន្តែសំខាន់ឲ្យតែថ្នាំឯពេទ្យយ៉ាងណាមិញតួនាទីរបស់ខ្ញុំនេះខ្ញុំមានតួនាទីចែកតាធัวទេណាហើយឯងកាន់អីកាន់ទៅគ្រប់អីគ្រប់ទៅដល់អញ្ចឹងទៅបាទយើងឃើញថាធម្មៈ no boundary of nations or religion
អញ្ចឹងដូចគេស្លៀកពាក់ខុសគ្នាអីផ្សេងគ្នាជាង
ហ្នឹងចំណងចំណូលចិត្តរបស់គេទៅហ្នឹងហើយវាអត់មានមកខូចធัวទេអាហ្នឹង
ណាគឺអ្នកខ្លះគេថាត្រូវតែស្លៀកចេះទៅស្លៀកចុះឲ្យធ្វើអញ្ចឹងវា
អាហ្នឹងគ្រាន់តែជាការប្រកាន់របស់ជាតិសាសន៍មួយទេហើយពុទ្ធព្រះអង្គសម្ដែងថាគ្មានសេចក្តីប្រកាន់ណាមួយដែលមិននាំនៅការខ្វល់ចិត្តទេបើយើងប្រកាន់ខ្លាំងខ្វល់ច្រើនប្រកាន់ល្មមខ្វល់ល្មមអត់ប្រកាន់អត់អីឥឡូវ lâu chân chết cái lâu lốp cái sliệp bánh sliệp từ bọc cái sầm khăn tay dương vô tham mấy trời dương bên trên bao dương be ourselves and express ourselves thì luôn dương
nó khơi cái lại nó nghe tha we are together nó là harmony á là đại thà
harmoniously
là cho rùm từng ọt nghe nó đôi cái đầm rau ở dân sleep à anh than là tradition bao dân thế
năng ngày cái trong khơi bây giờ đại vì mình tha cái vô ai dân than bỏ cái một lúc bao giờ nghe cái trong khơi bây giờ đại
đây bị sai trong ra việc play kia mấy phần nặng we are together
cái hai tha từ đào tầm mùi năng ngày đào phâu chỉ mùi hái mấy cái hai ta rùm đầm ná hay rùm phâu tiệt năng ngày
rùm đầm ná rùm phâu nó dạng
năng ngày chương cá rùm đầm ná mình rùm phâu bên đây tha ưu tiên là lấy dân đào chỉ mùi cái này rùm đầm ná tại mình rùm phâu bên đây từ đào khâu cái này khăn ông cầm nứt dướng á khăn ông cầm nứt dướng khâu cái này tại bà sân chỉ dướng miền cô ca bạn để bắt từ rô peace đôi cái này bên đây thà rùm tên đầm ná rùm tên phâu we are together
bên đây thật xoay rốt xoắn được tiếp từng ngọn này
năng ngày hay xoắn được phép trên bị chân dương mình nè năng ngày mình men tôi là cái sliệp đôi dương bắt dương peace đấy men này peace năng produce from inside bị khăn ông men vô khi càng cao mà oi peace đấy
chẳng mình đây bên đây thằng oi cái phương mấy oi đôi dương ban dương
men này đôi dương tôi mơ xuân cho ba dương mình tầm rau xuân cho ba oi đôi chặt dương này bởi dương tôi đó tôi cho xuân cho ba này mấy con mình riệp trắng mấy con mình chứ tại bên đánh dương lại sờ bài ba đây này à lối dương let it go let it go cái đó let it go dương thu mỏng
năng ngày tam bát dương đại thà Phậtศาสนาជាសាសនាសន្តិភាពសម្រាប់ពិភពលោកនេះហើយខ្ញុំកណាត់មកភាពរៀបរាប់បន្តិចនៅក្នុងវិសាកម្ពុជានេះគេមិនតម្រូវឲ្យយើងស្លៀកពាក់ឯកសណ្ឋានដូចគ្នាទាំងអស់ទេយើងកាន់សាសនារបៀបណាក៏ដោយគឺយើងនៅតែស្លៀកដដែលសម្លៀកបំពាក់ទាំងខ្មែរយើងត្រូវបង្ហាញពីវប្បធម៌អរិយធម៌របស់ខ្មែរយើងហើយជាតិសាសន៍ដទៃទៀតក៏ត្រូវបង្ហាញពីជាតិសាសន៍ដទៃទៀតដែរក៏ប៉ុន្តែក្នុងគោលដៅតែមួយគឺការប្រារព្ធពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាក្នុងនេះគឺថាគោលដៅតែមួយក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាទោះបីជាអ្នកឯងកាន់ជាថេរវាទក៏ដោយជាមហាយានក៏ដោយកាន់របៀបណាក៏ដោយប៉ុន្តែក្នុងគោលបំណងតែមួយគឺស្វែងរកសន្តិភាពទាំងអស់គ្នាស្វែងរកសេចក្តីស្ងប់ទាំងអស់គ្នាព្រោះហេតុនោះបានយើងសិក្សាពីព្រះធម៌របស់ព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធដែលព្រះអង្គឲ្យលះបង់សេចក្តីប្រកាន់ដោយសារតែការប្រកាន់ច្រើនរបស់យើងនឹងឯងដែលធ្វើឲ្យយើងកើតទុក្ខពិបាកចិត្តហើយយើងថ្ងៃជួនកាលទៅគិតតែដឹងធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យគេដូចយើងចឹងចេះតែពិបាកចិត្តប៉ុន្តែនៅក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាដែលព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធព្រះអង្គទ្រង់ត្រាស់សម្ដែងគឺអ្នកណាគេធ្វើអីជារឿងរបស់គេធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យគេស្វែងរកសេចក្តីសុខបានខ្លួនគេធ្វើអីធ្វើចោះណាប៉ុន្តែទោះបីជាជាតិសាសនាក៏ដោយទោះបីជាធ្វើអ្វីក៏ដោយនៅក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនានេះគឺព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធព្រះអង្គទ្រង់ត្រាស់សម្ដែងឲ្យយើងទាំងអស់គ្នានឹងស្វែងរកសេចក្តីស្ងប់ទាំងអស់គ្នាដោយការលះបង់ការប្រកាន់ដូច្នេះអញ្ចឹងវាដូចទលាយណាចិត្តយើងទលាយហ្មងអ្នកគ្រូណាដូចថាដល់អញ្ចឹងអ្នកឯងធ្វើអីក៏ធ្វើទៅណាស្លៀកអីក៏ស្លៀកទៅអ្នកឯងបដិបត្តិយ៉ាងម៉េចបដិបត្តិទៅតែកាតព្វកិច្ចរបស់យើងគឺស្វែងរកសន្តិភាពសម្រាប់ខ្លួនយើងហើយបើសិនជាយើងមានលទ្ធភាពឬសមត្ថភាពយើងអាចចែករំលែកដល់អ្នកដទៃតែបើគេធ្វើបានមិនបានអាហ្នឹងជាសិទ្ធិរបស់គេតែកាតព្វកិច្ចរបស់យើងបានធ្វើរួចហើយអញ្ចឹងញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់ដែលបានតាមដានទស្សនានៅតាមការ live ផ្ទាល់នេះយើងសិក្សាពីពធគោលបំណងរបស់ព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធហើយអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិដែលគេដាក់ថាសន្តិភាពសម្រាប់ពិភពលោកនេះគឺចាប់ផ្ដើមសន្តិភាពសម្រាប់មនុស្សជាតិទូទៅហើយជាពិសេសគឺសម្រាប់យើងទាំងអស់គ្នាម្នាក់នេះឯងណាផ្ដើមពីខ្លួនយើងម្នាក់នឹងឯងទៅណាកាលណាបើយើងសុខស្ងប់សន្តិភាពសម្រាប់ខ្លួនយើងហើយពិភពលោកហ្នឹងក៏សុខសន្តិភាពដែរណាអ្វីដែលកណានឹកឃើញមួយយ៉ាងទៀតណាមានប្រយោជន៍ដែរការចូលរួម mix culture mix nation ហ្នឹងក៏ជាការបង្ហាញទៅពិភពលោកថា
យើងមកពីជាតិសាសន៍ផ្សេងគ្នាប៉ុន្តែយើងដើរជាមួយគ្នាដោយក្តីញញឹមបាន
អូស្ត្រាលីគេថាចេះថ្ងៃ Harmony Day អូស្ត្រាលីគេថាទោះបីជាអ្នកឯងមកពីទីណាក៏ដោយ we are together មានន័យថាហើយយើងជាអូស្ត្រាលីតែមួយគេចេះនឹកឃើញបទចម្រៀងមួយគេច្រៀងថា I don't care where you from I don't care what you did I don't care what were you before ណាហ្នឹងហើយគ្រាន់តែដឹងថា just know that you are with me whenever you are with me អញ្ចឹងអាពីមុនយ៉ាងម៉េចអានោះមិនដឹងទេប៉ុន្តែសំខាន់ឥឡូវហ្នឹងហ្នឹង as long as you love me as long as you are with me ហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងដូចគ្នាដែរដល់តែវាដាក់ទម្លាក់អាការប្រកាន់ចោលដោយប្រទេសរីកចម្រើនដូចអូស្ត្រាលីដូចអាមេរិកកាំងអីក៏ដោយអ្នកឯងមកពីប្រទេសណាអត់សំខាន់ទេសំខាន់មកដល់ហ្នឹងអ្នកឯងគោរពគោលការណ៍តែមួយជាមួយគ្នាអូស្ត្រាលីតែមួយហ្នឹងអូស្ត្រាលីហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងឯងហើយអាការប្រកាន់នេះល្អនោះមិនល្អហើយមើងងាយគ្នាហ្នឹងដូចជានៅស៊េរីរងថ្ងៃពីមុនចំណាយមើលព័ត៌មានពីមុនគឺសង្គ្រាមដណ្ដើមប្រជាធិបតេយ្យប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវហ្នឹងវាបកកទៅជាសង្គ្រាមផ្សេងទៀតរវាងនិកាយសាសនាតែមួយគឺមូស្លីមដូចគ្នាហ្នឹងនិកាយស៊ីអ៊ីតនិកាយស៊ូនីហ្នឹងច្បាំងគ្នាសម្លាប់គ្នាអស់រាប់ម៉ឺននាក់ហ្នឹងអាហ្នឹងវាមានប្រយោជន៍អីដើម្បីសាសនាខ្ញុំគិតថាបំណងរបស់សាសនាហ្នឹងមិនមែនចង់ឃើញប្រជាជនអញ្ចឹងទេតែជាការប្រកាន់របស់មនុស្សហ្នឹងហើយបើទៅសួរព្រះផ្ទាល់បានណាបើទៅសួរព្រះផ្ទាល់បានព្រះលោកមិនអាចឃើញកូនចៅព្រះអង្គឆ្លោះគ្នាអញ្ចឹងមែនទេទឹកចិត្តជាព្រះទឹកចិត្តជាឪពុកទឹកចិត្តជាម្ដាយគឺមិនអាចសប្បាយចិត្តនឹងកូនឆ្លោះគ្នាឡើយមែនទេកុំថាឡើយដល់ទៅព្រះមនុស្សធម្មតាផងក៏យើងដឹងថាបើជាកូនតែមួយគឺមានតែវិធីសម្របសម្រួលកូនហ្នឹងហើយបើមានដូចថាគេទៅជួបព្រះព្រះអង្គសួរថាមានអ្នកទូលសួរព្រះអង្គថាជុំមិនក៏គេមិនធ្វើដូចខ្ញុំព្រះអង្គអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំព្រះអង្គត្រូវឬក៏ខុសអីចឹងតើព្រះអង្គអាចអាហ្នឹងដល់ព្រះអ្នកឆ្លើយប៉ុន្តែបើគោលបំណងរបស់ព្រះអង្គគឺថាហ្នឹងហើយគឺនាំសេចក្តីសុខឲ្យសត្វលោកហ្នឹងហើយស្វែងរកសេចក្តីសុខសម្រាប់ខ្លួនឯងផងនិងសម្រាប់អ្នកដែលនៅនិយាយរួមមិនខ្វល់ថាជាព្រះអីទេបើជាតួអង្គព្រះដែលគួរគោរពគឺជាតួអង្គព្រះដែលបង្កើត peace ដែលបង្កើតនូវសន្តិភាពឲ្យសត្វលោកមិនមែនបង្កើតឲ្យមានចំនួនទេហ្នឹងហើយបើជាតួអង្គអស្ចារ្យយ៉ាងណាក៏ដោយបើបង្កើតឲ្យមនុស្សគុំគួនគ្នាបើមនុស្សសម្លាប់គ្នាដូចជាមិនគួរគោរពថាជាតួអង្គព្រះហ្នឹងហើយអាហ្នឹងកណាសុំនេះមួយទៀតដល់ពេលយើងឃើញអាការចូលរួមផ្សេងគ្នាអញ្ចឹងទាំងអស់គ្នាអញ្ចឹងបើតាមទស្សនៈលោកម្ចាស់គ្រូផ្ទាល់តើដូចថាយើងគួរប្រកាន់គ្នាឬក៏ថាគិតថាយើងខុសគេត្រូវយើងខុសអីទេការប្រកាន់គឺវាមានតែរូបភាពទេខាងក្រៅតែបើយើងទម្លុះឲ្យទៅដល់សច្ចធម៌អត់មានអីលើសគ្នាហងមានតែចិត្តចេតសិករូបណាខុសគឺអកុសលហើយត្រូវគឺកុសលសម្រាប់បុថុជនហ្នឹងឯងអញ្ចឹងភាពខុសភាពត្រូវមិនមែននៅក្នុងតែជនជាតិណាមួយទេវាជាធម៌សកលណាអាការប្រកាន់ជាតិសាសន៍រហូតដល់សម្លាប់គ្នាហ្នឹងគឺជាភាពល្ងងខ្លៅរបស់សត្វលោកអញ្ចឹងបានជាព្រះអង្គបំបត្តិវណ្ណៈនៅក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាហ្នឹងណែមកពីណា I don't care មែនទេ Where you from ប៉ុន្តែ as long as you with me មកនៅជាមួយគ្នាគឺត្រូវគោរពគោលការណ៍ថ្មីមួយដែលយើងអាចរស់នៅជាសុខទាំងអស់គ្នាបានការដែលមិនព្រះអង្គនៅពេលដែលចូលបួសឬក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាហ្នឹងដែលថាមិនប្រកាន់វណ្ណៈហ្នឹងតើមានសារៈសំខាន់យ៉ាងដូចម្ដេចលោកចាស់គ្រូធ្វើឲ្យមនុស្សយើងនិយាយឲ្យខ្លីមកថាទោះបីយើងនិយាយអីវានិយាយអស់ពីពោះជាមួយគ្នាហើយរកសុខសន្តិភាពឆាប់ឃើញបើសិនជាយកវណ្ណៈហ្នឹងយកមកដាក់នៅក្នុងហ្នឹងវាមានវណ្ណៈខ្ពស់វណ្ណៈទាបអញ្ចឹងមនុស្សនិយាយទៅរកគ្នានឹងគ្នានិយាយមិនអស់ពីពោះទេវាខ្លាចអាការប្រកាន់ហ្នឹងទោះបីគេមិនប្រកាន់ឲ្យតែដឹងថាអាហ្នឹងវណ្ណៈខ្ពស់ណាយើងនិយាយអីអត់ហ៊ានអស់ពីពោះទេអត់ហ៊ាននិយាយទេហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងបានអ្នកប្រាជ្ញនៅភូមិមួយលោកផ្សាយធัวទៅបរទេសលោកអត់ដែលឲ្យគេហៅលោកថាជាគ្រូថាជាអីទេឲ្យលោកហៅលោកឲ្យចាត់លោកថាជា friend ជាមិត្តភក្តិពីព្រោះថាកាលណាអ្នកគោរពខ្ញុំជាគ្រូកម្លាតនៃការគោរពគ្នាហ្នឹងវាឃ្លាតអញ្ចឹងបើអ្នកទុកខ្ញុំជា friend មានន័យថាអ្នកបើកបេះដូងបានឃើញទេអញ្ចឹងការទម្លាយចុះនៅវណ្ណៈហ្នឹងវាធ្វើឲ្យមនុស្សកាន់តែកាត់គ្នាយល់គ្នាកាន់តែច្រើនហើយនៅពេលដែលនៅកាន់តែកាត់គ្នាក្បែរគ្នាអញ្ចឹងតើវាផ្ដល់សារៈសំខាន់យ៉ាងម៉េច
វាមានគុណសម្បត្តិនិងគុណវិបត្តិដែរជាងការបើសិនជាយើងមិនមានការសិក្សាអប់រំទេអាការនៅកាត់គ្នាពេកវាទៅជាការមើងងាយគ្នាហើយឆ្លោះគ្នា
ប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវសំលោកចាក់គ្រូជួយនិយាយពីគុណសម្បត្តិ
គុណសម្បត្តិវិញនៅពេលដែលយើងលែងប្រកាន់ទី1យើងអត់ខ្វល់ចិត្តយើងណាវាអត់សូវព្រួយបារម្ភតិចអញធ្វើខុសលើគេទៅនិយាយមិនតិចអត់សមទៅនិយាយស្មើតិចគេប្រកាន់ទៅអាហ្នឹងអាចិត្តខ្វល់ក្រែងហ្នឹងវាបាត់អូតូម៉ាទិកមួយហ្នឹងហើយដល់ពេលគេក៏អត់ប្រកាន់យើងក៏អត់ប្រកាន់ចង់និយាយហ្នឹងទៅអាហ្នឹងមិនតន់និយាយដល់ការបដិបត្តិធម៌ហ្នឹងហើយបើយើងចង់រៀនចង់អីចង់សួរចង់អីឆ្ងល់ទៅណាសួរទៅហ្នឹងស្រួល
កណានឹកឃើញកន្លែងហ្នឹងកណាពេញចិត្តត្រង់កន្លែងមួយថានៅពេលដែលមិនប្រកាន់វណ្ណៈប្រសង់ទាំងអស់ដែលមកពីជាតិសាសន៍ឬក៏ពីតកូលណាក៏ដោយវណ្ណៈណាក៏ដោយគឺអាចរស់នៅជាមួយគ្នាបានជាប្រសង់កណាហ្នឹងកណាស្រឡាញ់ត្រង់កន្លែងហ្នឹងថាទោះបីជាវណ្ណៈខ្សាច់ក្តីវណ្ណៈព្រាមក្តីវណ្ណៈទៀបតូចអ្នកក្រអ្នកមានតែនៅពេលដែលចូលមករស់នៅក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនានេះគឺពុទ្ធសាសនាតែមួយជាប្រសង់តែមួយដូច្នេះអាចរស់នៅជាមួយគ្នាបានណាអញ្ចឹងបាននេះញាតិញោមមើលផងស្ដាប់ផងអញ្ចឹងទៅណា
យកឲ្យទៅចាប់យករូបមកសារសិនចាហ្នឹងហើយឥឡូវដកអានេះសិនហើយទៅចាប់យក
ចាំមកពីដើមមកដល់ចុងមកពីតុំពីដើមហ្នឹង
Sangha, the
រីករាយបានមកឃើញជាតិសាសន៍ចម្រុះទាំងអស់បានមកចូលរួមកម្មវិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជាកម្មវិធីវិសាខបូជាអន្តរជាតិនេះមានខ្មែរចូលរួមដែរអញ្ចឹងមានខ្មែរយើងតែខ្មែរយើងនៅខាងមុខនោះហើយទៅដល់មុខខ្មែរយើងមានអីបង្ហាញគេដែរអូមានដូចជារបាំកង្កោកមានសិល្បៈបុរាណដូចជាឆៃយ៉ាំដូចជាអីហ្នឹងបាទមកចូលរួមទាំងហែដើម្បីអបអរនៅពិធីបុណ្យវិសាខបូជានឹងដែរបាទអូខេអរគុណយើងមានការសប្បាយរីករាយមុនបាទសប្បាយវប្បធម៌ខ្មែរយើងបាទដូចជាពុទ្ធសាសនិកដែលយើងបានបង្ហាញនៅទីក្រុងមែលប៊ននេះដែរបាទហើយក៏ជាមោទនភាពមួយក្នុងនាមអ្នកកាន់ពុទ្ធសាសនាដែរដែលគ្រប់បណ្ដាប្រទេសទាំងអស់ដែលបានមកចូលរួមបាទអរគុណយើងទៅមុខទៅទៀតដើម្បីឃើញខ្មែរយើងតើបង្ហាញវប្បធម៌តើវាមានភាពខ្លាំងខុសពីគេឬយ៉ាងម៉េចខ្លះបាទតាំងពីខាងដើមខាងមុខមកដល់ចុងកតុយនោះគឺប្រវែងស្ទង់ជាស្មានមិនត្រូវទេប្រហែលជាចង់កន្លះគីឡូដីហើយហ្នឹងបាទគឺថាមើលតែកតុយភ្នែកខាងក្រោយក៏មើលផុតកតុយភ្នែកខាងមុខក៏ផុតភ្នែកហើយដូចច្រើនឧបករណ៍ព្រោះមានការចូលរួមច្រើនពីសហគមន៍ទុនជនជាតិមានខ្មែរថៃឡាវបឺម៉ាវៀតណាមបាទគឺថាឲ្យតែជាសាសនាដែលគាត់កាន់ពុទ្ធសាសនានឹងគឺគាត់បានមកចូលរួមបង្ហាញពីវប្បធម៌គ្រប់អស់បាទ
បែបអាចមើលឃើញគឺប្រមូលអាជីវកម្មយ៉ាងសន្សំចិត្តបាទ
Followed by the Australian flag and many representatives from our different communities, Korean, Thai, Burma, Vietnam, Thailand. So all the people in the front go across the footpath into the front of the town hall. Everyone continue down. All of you people going across the town hall.
ហើយយើងមួយអង្គវិប្រានេះគឺកំពុងតែអននៅតាមឡាយនេះគឺចំទៀតក្នុងការសហភាពឬការស្ដាប់គ្នាទៀតគឺព្រោះស្គាល់បានមកសាររបស់យើងគឺលក្ខណៈអន្តរជាតិហើយមានការបន្ថែមក្នុងបរិបទការសហភាពទៀតដែរបាទ
Thank
បរបស់ជាតិសាសន៍មួយហើយមិនប្រកាន់ទេជំនឿសាសនាវិញថាបើឧទាហរណ៍ដោយជំនឿដូច្នេះប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីនេះគឺជាប្រទេសនៃចម្រុះជាតិសាសន៍ចម្រុះវប្បធម៌អញ្ចឹងឃើញថាអូស្ត្រាលីគឺជាប្រទេសមានសន្តិភាពតែរស់នៅចុះសម្រុងគ្នារវាងជាតិសាសន៍ជាច្រើនហើយនេះមានរដ្ឋបတ်ណាវិញខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងដែរហើយតែសំណំចំពោះប្រសាទគាត់ថាការពិតទៅចូលមកដល់កម្មវិធីគឺបានបង្ហាញបញ្ចប់មកដល់ទីកន្លែងនេះអញ្ចឹងយើងចូលទៅខាងក្នុងទីមើលតើមានអ្វីបន្តទៀតនៅខាងក្នុង បងតាមជានៅ
លោកទៅទប់ទឹកលោកគុំនេះ
អូអញ្ចឹងអត់បង
Now
Venerable Sangha, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the temple banners have arrived at the town hall. We are extremely thrilled to have 40 plus different temples participating in our annual Vesak celebration this year. Each of those temples, originating from all three schools of Buddha Dharma, join together, and their immense support encourages and enables us to make the Victorian observance of the United Nations Day of Vesak an outstanding success. Following the banners, we now see the Bodhi leaf forest beginning to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, Venerable Sangha, the Bodhi leaves have circulated around Buddhist temples in Victoria. Their journey has been very special. They serve as a symbol of harmony and the awe-inspiring cooperation of Melbourne's Buddhist community. The Bodhi tree holds a very special significance to Buddhists around the world. Today, here at the Melbourne Town Hall, 130 Bodhi trees will join together to create a mesmerizing forest before the Buddha. The leaves will represent the 130 different Buddhist temples, organizations and groups found across Victoria. To begin our official program for today's 11th Victorian observance of the United Nations Day of Vesak celebrations, we respectfully acknowledge the traditional owners of this land on which we meet today, the Wurundjeri people. We pay respect to the elders past and present and share the merits of this gathering with them wherever they may be. The organizing committee welcomes you and wish for all here today to experience the radiance of the Buddha, good heart and mind. We welcome all levels of government and our friends from the interfaith community of Victoria. To each of you, thank you for your presence here today. Our Victorian United Nations Day of Vesak is blessed with the attendance of many members of the Sangha, Buddhist monks and nuns from many temples and the 3 schools of Buddha Dharma, Theravada, Mahayana and Vajrayana. Now, we request those who are able to please stand as we welcome the Buddha relics, kindly provided by Ajahn Puksite, Abbot of Wat Mai Buddha Box. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please stand to welcome the Buddha relics. Thank you. the audience before the veneration of the relics. The Sangha community and the offerings by bowing 3 times to the sound of the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please stand and bow 3 times to the sound of the bell. Thank you. Please take your seats. In the time of the Buddha, over 2,600 years ago, there were many occasions when more than 1,000 persons gathered with powerful, wholesome minds, developed only through listening to the Dhamma. We now formally request the Venerable Sangha to commence the chanting of Buddha Dhamma blessings in each of the 4 traditions. Today, the chantings will be conducted in Pali, Vietnamese, Korean, Chinese, and Tibetan languages.
Now we are going to start the chanting in Pali. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagavata samma sambuddho vecha charana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro orisa dhamma sarati sattva เขตังโลกัสสาติหรณียมัตถกุศเลนยันตังสันตังปะกังอภิสัมเมจะสังโฆจุจะสุจุจะสุวิจโจจัสสมุตุอนัตติมานิสันตุสโกจะสุภโรจะอัปปะกิจโจจะสัลลหุกวุติสันเตนตริโยจะนิพโกจะอัปปะกัปโปเลสุอนันตุกิจโตมัจจคุนทังสมาจเอกินเจเยนะวิญโยปะเรอุปวะเดยงสุขิโนวาเกมิโนหนตุสัตตาภวันตุสุขิตาตาเยเกจิปานภูตาทิทาเวราวังอนวเสสาติภาวะเยมหันตาเวมัจเจเมรัสสกานัตโลลาเตตาเวเยจะอาเดตาเยจะตุเรวสันเตอวิตุเรภูตาวาสังภเวเสวาสัมเมสัตตาภวันตุสุขิยตานปโรปารังนิโกเปนาติมัจเนตกัตตจินังจัจเจโรสนาปฏิกสัญญานาญาญาสตุขมัยใจมาตายธานิยังปุตตังอายุสาเอกปัตตมนุรักเขเอวังไปสัมปะภูเตสุมาในสัมภาวะเยอปาริมาณังโอนตันจะสัมปะโลกัสมังญาณสัมภาวะเยอปาริมาณังโอนตังอโตจะตริยังจะมาสัมปะทังอเวรังทัสสะปัตตังเตตัญจารังนิสันนาวาสยานาวายาวตัสสะวิกัตนินโตเอตังสัตตังอาทิตเตยรังปะเมตังวิหารังนิจมาหุหิตัญจามุปกรรมไสลวัตตัสสะเนนะสัมปันโนกาเมสุวินัยเกตังนะเจตุกัมปะสยังปุณเรตัยเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังรักขันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัตตาโสทิภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังรักขันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัตตาโสทิภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังรักขันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัตตาโสทิภวันตุเต
Following is the Vietnamese chanting, and we will be chanting the Heart Sutra according to the request of the Sangha. Nam mô A Bổn Na Sư
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ this next Korean chanting. 영무비 생관 소요 안익견 일체 무요 여불장 마하환야 바라밀다 신경 환자제 보살행심반 바라밀다시 소견 색적시공 공적시세 수상행시 역부여시 사리자 시제 법공상 불멸불고 부정 불감시고 공정무생모 수상행시 구하니 설신의 무색성양미 적법무왕계 내지 무의식 문무명정모 문명진 내지 문노사영 문노사진모 고진멸 무지영모덕이모 서덕고 보리살타의 반 상용열반 삼세시부리 반야 아라밀다 군득안 욕다라 삼약 삼부리 고지 반야 바라밀다 시대 신주시대 명주신모 상주신모 등등주 능제일체고 신실무라구설반 바라밀다주 즉설 주알 아제 바라 승아제 문지 삼바와 아제 바라 승아제 문지 삼바와 아제 바라 승아제 문지 삼바 원이차 공덕 복급어 일체 아름 여정세 항생극락국 동견 무량수 개공 성굴도
Thank you, Venerable, for chanting to bless us all. We would now like to invite Venerable Chi Kwang Sunim, Abbess and President Teacher of the Sion Chong Hue Sa Buddhist Center, to guide us in meditation.
Let us settle our minds for a few moments. Become aware of how we are sitting on the chair with our feet on the ground, our backs upright. Just becoming aware of our breath, breathing very naturally. We allow the body to relax and yet stay firm and connect to what is supporting us here today. What is uniting us are many things, but I would like that in this short meditation we reflect on what is bringing us not only together today, but what it is we all naturally share with one another. Firstly, we are sharing the air that we all are breathing in this moment and the space from which it comes. We share the sounds that we hear, the subtle of murmurs, the voices, varieties of textures and tones and depth. We distinguish them differently. We hear them all the same, most of us. If your eyes are slightly open, then you might observe the Bodhi leaf, the Buddha, the flowers, shape and color. Most of us, again, share this capacity to distinguish and observe the subtleties of what it is we see. Sharing the furniture, floor and the chairs, the equipment that's being used here. So with a mind of gratitude, we reflect on how fortunate we are to come together and hold in this space all these wonderful human conditions that touch on what it is we're experiencing. The most important of all of these essential experiences that we share is the capacity to cognize them, to reflect on them, use them, understand them, respect them. Without this capacity, we would not be here today. So for a moment, I would like us all to reflect on the preciousness we have in the ability to think, to respond, to witness, and to share through our compassion and our wisdom what it is the Buddha has taught us all. As we share our cultures, our language, our cultural dresses, our chanting, they appear different in some ways. Yet out of these, the Buddha Dharma has grown. Colours and the shapes differ a little. However, the Dharma itself has remained the same. The truth has remained the same. So although in this room we're represented in a slightly different way, even in our own similar traditions, still, as I have ears, I can hear the beauty in the chanting and understand its essential meaning. Through my eyes, I can see the cultural costumes and colour, and I know little of some of those cultures and their story and their history. It is through the experience of being with you all, sharing this precious moment, this precious opportunity to sit, reflect and be still for a moment, to truly touch on what the Buddha experienced in his life. He not only experienced the traditions of his time and their cultures, the differences of language, and taught many forms of meditation, contemplation, observation. But he shared the deepest truth of awakening with many. In the relics and the offerings today, these are but symbols of these truths to inspire us, to support our practice. The true relic and the true depth of the teachings lie within. Only when we touch on these through meditation, through insight and samadhi, through inquiry, connection, and through the experience of non-self and emptiness, do we truly connect? It is only when our individual egoistic differences fall away that meditation becomes a force that unites us all. So I'd like to finish by us sitting for a couple of moments together in that quiet place that we truly share with the Buddha and the Dhamma and all the great monks and nuns and teachers who have realized this, have experienced and shared with us all.
Thank you, Venerable Chi Kwan Sanin, for guiding us through that meditation. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to respectfully invite Venerable Naotun Vichitatera, Abbot of Dhammasarana Buddhist Viharaya, to deliver a message about the significance of Vesak.
Respected members of the both Bhikkhu and Bhikkhuni Sangha and other clergy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and also very importantly, dear children. I avail myself of the opportunity to thank the organizing committee for giving me the honor of addressing this August Assembly. We gathered here today to celebrate the triple anniversary of the birth, enlightenment, and passing away of the greatest human being that ever lived on earth. He is called the Buddha, the fully enlightened one. His contemporaries called him the Sakya Muni. His family name was Gautama and personal name was Siddhartha. The Buddha spoke of himself as the Tathagata, one who had found the truth. He was born on a full moon day of May under a tree. At the age of 35, he was fully enlightened to the truth while sitting meditating under a tree, which later came to be known as the Bodhi tree, meaning the tree of enlightenment. He attained enlightenment by his own effort, through his own wisdom, unaided and unguided by any supernatural agency. After his enlightenment, the Buddha delivered his first sermon, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, to a group of 5 ascetics, his former friends, in the deer park near Benares, India. From that day, for 45 years, he taught all classes of men and women, kings and peasants, Brahmins and outcasts, bankers and beggars, holy men and robbers, without making any distinction between them. His teachings were open to all men and women who were ready to practice it. However, the Buddha did not even ask his followers to blindly accept what he has said as the truth. He asked every one of his followers to realize the truth for themselves by their own understanding. The Buddha merely pointed out the way. Tumhehi kiccanga tappan akkhataru tathagata. This is what he said to the Kalamas in the Kalama Sutta. I quote, "Do not believe anything on mere hearsay. Do not believe traditions, because they are old and have been handed down through many generations. Do not believe anything on account of rumors or because people talk a great deal about it. Do not believe simply because the written testimony of some ancient sage is shown to be there. Never believe anything because presumption is in its favor, or because the custom of many years inclines you to take it as true. Do not believe anything on the mere authority of your teachers or priests, whatsoever according to your own experience and after thorough investigation agrees with your reason and is conducive to your own weal and welfare, as well as to those of other living beings, that accept as true and shape your life in accordance therewith. This is a statement which has no parallel, and it shows Buddha's firm conviction that what he has discovered was true and incontrovertible. No doctrine which cannot stand the test of examination and reasoning has any value, and it should be rejected. The freedom to accept what is true and beneficial and to reject what is false is one of the greatest gifts of the Buddha to the world. May the teachings of the Buddha prevail long in the world. May all beings be happy and peaceful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Venerable, for your kind words of wisdom. Vesak is a celebration rich in spiritual significance. It is a celebration that instigates faith and community. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that if this afternoon, if you are taking videos, if you're taking pictures on your smartphones, please feel free to share them on the Victorian United Nations Day of Vesak Facebook page, so we can come together as a community on a digital platform. Now, as always, the Victorian Buddhist community is very delighted to receive the Prime Minister's message to the Victorian United Nations Day of Vesak celebration. To deliver the Prime Minister's message, please welcome Venerable Kathy Evans.
The message from the Prime Minister, the Victorian observance of the United Nations Vesak Day 2018. I send my best wishes to everyone observing Vesak, the traditional celebration for the birth, enlightenment and passing of Gautama Buddha. Rich in symbolism and spiritual significance, this is a time for Buddhists around the world to unite in faith and fellowship, to contemplate the Buddha's teachings and to reaffirm their commitment to the 5 precepts. The Australian community wishes adherents well at this time of celebration and acknowledges the special contribution that Buddhist traditions make to the multicultural fabric of our society. The particular values and insights of Buddhism, such as equality, respect, and understanding, not only inspire Buddhists from all walks of life and of every nationality and background, but have meaning and relevance for all Australians. We are fortunate to live in a nation where we are free to express our opinions and beliefs, where differences is celebrated as a strength and not a vulnerability. A shared commitment of all our citizens to friendship, inclusion and peace is what lies at the heart of our success. With these thoughts in mind, I once again send my best wishes to everyone observing Vesak and hope that everyone is inspired and uplifted by these special celebrations. The Honourable Malcolm Turnbull MP, Prime Minister of Australia, the 4th of May 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Gerald Lim to deliver the opposition leader's message.
The Honourable Bill Shorten MP, Leader of the Opposition, Shadow Minister for Indigenous Affairs and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, Member for Maribyrnong. Victoria United Nations Day of Vesak on the 12th of May 2018. It gives me great pleasure to send my heartfelt best wishes to everyone taking part in celebrations for the 2018 United Nations Day of Vesak in Melbourne on the 12th of May. Vesak is an important annual celebration on the Buddhist calendar, commemorating the birth, enlightenment, and the final passing into nirvana of Gautama Buddha. Nearly 500,000 Buddhists call Australia home, aspiring to the teachings and principles of compassion, mindfulness, and meaningful engagement with all people. Of course, the Buddhist journey transcends religion, and we can all draw from its lessons to help lead lives with greater peace and humanity. This continues to be one of the great cultural and spiritual gifts of the Buddhist faith in Australia. On behalf of the Federal Labour Party, I pay tribute to the contribution of the Australian Buddhist community in helping to create a diverse and vibrant multicultural nation. I wish everyone a joyous Vesak Day. Bill Shorten, Leader of the Opposition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Sebin Chen, Commissioner of Victorian Multicultural Commission.
Venerable nuns, venerable monks, I'd like to begin by acknowledging the people of the First Nation on whose land we meet today, and pay my respect to their elders, past and present, especially to Elder Ron Murray, who is here to give us his welcome, to his country. And I also pay respect to all the leaders and elders of Victoria's multicultural and multi-faith communities who are here today, especially to Ms. Elaine Chen, who is Director General of the Taipei Economic Cultural Office, representing the people and government of Taiwan in Victoria, from Taiwan, where the great tradition of humanistic Buddhism continue to flourish. And also to my good friend, Mrs. Marian Lau, the former member of the Commission, Multicultural Commission, and currently Vice Chair of the Victorian Ethnic Community Council. To Mr. Bamford, the President of the Victorian United Nations Day of Vesak Committee, and to your hard-working fellow members, thank you for inviting me here today to share with you this joyful day. I brought with me a message of my chairperson, Ms. Helen Kapelos, who's unable to be with us today, and she asked me to read this out for her. On behalf of the Victoria Multicultural Commission, I send my warmest wishes to Victoria's Buddhist community for the 11th United Nations Day of Vesak. As Victoria's peak independent body advocating for Victoria's diverse community, we, the Victoria Multicultural Commission, are committed to ensure Victorians of all backgrounds can freely practice their faith and share their traditions with pride. We acknowledge the significance of Vesak as a time to celebrate the birth, enlightenment, and passing of Buddha for people here in Victoria and throughout the world. Vesak is also a wonderful opportunity to foster greater understanding of the Buddhist faith by sharing Buddha's inspirational teachings and universal message of peace. I'm delighted the Commission is able to attend the United Nations Days of Vesak once again and look forward to what promises to be an enriching spiritual experience. I wish our Buddhist community an enjoyable and auspicious celebration. Happy Vesak Day 2018 is signed Helen Kapelos. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for having me here today as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Shen. I would like to respectfully acknowledge the Honorary Council Generals and their representatives attending today. Thank you very much for your participation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Mr. Krishanti Leperuma to the stage to deliver the Vesak message from the Consulate General of Sri Lanka.
Sangha, devotees and well-wishers of United Nations Day of Vesak. It is indeed a great honor for me to extend this message on this specious occasion making the triple blessed day of Vesak, which Buddhists of the entire world commemorate the date as birth, enlightenment, passing away of the Lord Buddha. Sri Lanka, together with the active involvement of not only predominantly Buddhist states, but all members of the UN, played a vital role in the international recognition of Vesak Day by the United Nations, adopting the UN Resolution 54-115 in 1999. Therefore, during this auspicious time period of Vesak, let us pledge to work together for the common good and for the betterment of all humankind. In that spirit, I offer my best wishes for a memorable and peaceful period of celebrations. I also take this opportunity to congratulate the State Government of Victoria and organizers for organizing this event to commemorate this most important day of Buddhist in Melbourne. Your sincere Prasanna Gamanin, Council General for Sri Lanka.
Thank you, Mr. Leperuma. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite our friends from the Indigenous and Interfaith communities. First of all, please welcome Mr. Ron Murray, Indigenous Elder and Wamba Wamba man.
It's a big honour to be here today to share this beautiful day with the Buddhist community. In the dream time, meaning in the beginning of time, we had a man like Buddha who created Australia. Now this is a story from my community. So in Melbourne, the Wurundjeri people had their own story about a great man called Biami, the creator. And I'm going 7 hours out onto the Murray River, and my grandmother told us this story when we were little. Biami, when he created the earth, he didn't get it right with one go. It's impossible. As good as he was, because he created the earth flat as a dinner plate, and he put the sky only about 3 foot up off the ground. There was his mistake, because the sun and the moon went around the outside. Every day was a dull day, a bit much like the day. The sun didn't shine, so that meant that nothing grew. Even humans were the size of ants. He created a pond of water that was sacred, and he made the water magic. Then he went up to the stars, and he sat up there and he looked down, and people were getting on beautifully, being kind to each other, being nice, caring. So he thought he'd come down, have a visit. Now this would be like, I suppose, for Christian people, it would be like Jesus coming back. Biami came down onto the earth and he started to walk. And in the distance, he could see this pond of water, which he forgot he had made. He walked towards the water, and as he got about 50 metres from the water, he trod on something, and it stuck into his foot. Oh! He jumped around 1 foot. Oh! And he pulled it out, and he put it on his hand. And this little thing that caused him so much pain was wriggling. And he put his ear down. It was a little echidna. He trod on a little echidna and hurt him. Now he's very upset about this, that he couldn't see the little echidna. So he put the little echidna down on the ground. The little echidna scurried away. He went to the pond of water and he knelt down and he took a drink. And the water, the magic water, entered into his body and he felt so much more powerful. He looked at the water and he thought, I'm going to take a swim. He dived into the pond of water. And as he came up, he looked around and all the animals were looking at him, hearing what he was going to say. He yelled out to them, "We need more room to grow!" With that, he ducked down under the water and he came up with his digging stick and he started to grow and grow. And with his digging stick, he reached up and he got the sky and he pushed and he pushed and he pushed the sky right up to where it is now. And as it grew, the sun flipped underneath. And the water that dripped down off his body got evaporated up into the sky and turned into clouds. And them clouds joined together and formed one big cloud. And all of a sudden, all the animals were looking, and a great big clap of thunder and lightning. For the first time, all the animals and people had seen a storm. Some ran for cover, but others didn't. They stayed in the rain, and the water was magic, and they grew to the present day size. The next morning when the sun came up, all the animals rubbed their eyes because they looked around and flowers started to grow. There was yellows and greens and pinks and purples and blue and mauve. They were rubbing their eyes. And all of a sudden, there was a sound of bees for the first time. And the bees went into the trees and they made honey, which made all the little children happy and made them laugh, made them smile. All the birds flew around. Some had beautiful voices. Some were pink and green and yellow. Some were most beautiful. Some had the most beautiful voices. All except one bird, the old grey turkey. When he tried to sing like all the others, he didn't have a good voice. So he started having emotions. Anger was one of them. Jealousy was another. Now when all them clouds and the streams and the rain fell down, it went into the little cracks and crevices which formed rivers which run out and form one big ocean. But there was no fish in the water. Now one night that bush turkey, with his anger, went into the forest, got out his fire sticks and lit a fire, which caught on the whole forest and caused the biggest fire they'd ever seen. It went to other countries and it caused deserts. Now all the birds, when they got up the next morning and seen all the smoke, they panicked. Some flew into caves, some flew off to other countries. And some looked down and see that big pond of water and they flew down and dived into the water to get away. And their feathers turned into scales and their wings turned into fins and they became the first fish. Now Biami, he was happy about this. He wasn't happy about the fire. So he came back down and he dyed the turkey's head red, so it would be remembered to all the other animals that he was the one that started the great fire and had anger. Now I'm going to stop the story there because it goes for another hour. But I just thought it would be nice for you to hear a creation story of Australia. The thing that I wish, and I'm hearing this from all my elders, is that no matter who we are or what religion we are, and we come to this country, can we please treat the land as your mother, like we did. If you harm our mother, she will get sick. And we aren't doing a very good job of it, because I remember when I was a child, we used to drink the water out of the Murray. You could swim in the Yarra. And if that's how we're treating our mother, we're not going down the right track. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Millie Nguyen from the Hobson's Bay Interfaith Network.
Most venerable, respected faith leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and children. Follow the creation story. I would like to acknowledge the traditional owner of this land where we meet today and pay respect to the elders past and present. Hobson Bay Interfaith Network would like to extend the heartfelt greetings and best wishes to the Buddhist community in Victoria on the 11th Annual Victorian United Nations Days of Vesak commemoration. As you are celebrating the Buddha's life and teachings, let us be inspired by his message, and let us be united in our efforts to further promote peace and harmony among people of all religions and faith traditions. Let us join hands together, continue the work that you, the Buddhist community, have done together in pursuit of happiness, peace, and equality for all people in Victoria, Australia, and around the world. Let us pledge to reach out and bridge differences, foster a sense of belonging, and show compassion on the global scale for the sake of our common future. May this United Nations of 7 days bring you peace and happiness. Hosted by Interfaith Network Core Committee, Father George Frankos, Parish Priest, Greek Orthodox, Reverend Bill Billy, Ministers of Holy Trinity Church, Dr. Scott Phillips, Holy Trinity Anglican Church, Reverend Dr. Arthur Hannah John, Minister of Williamstown Uniting Church, Brother Mohammed Ali Jibali, Australian Islamic Center, and myself, Millie Nguyen, the United Vietnamese Buddhist Congregation of Australia. On behalf of the hosted by Interfaith Network Core Committee, we wish you a joyful, fruitful, and spiritual Spirit Day. Thank you.
Can I please invite Mr. Peter Siri, representing the Baha'i community, to the stage?
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, it gives me great pleasure to be able to represent the Baha'i community of Victoria at the Festival of Vesak. Baha'is work alongside Buddhists in various interfaith organisations at state level as well as in local municipal settings. The Baha'i faith shares with Buddhism an eager interest in peace. The Baha'i faith began in Persia, now called Iran, in 1844, and the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith is Baha'u'llah, whom Baha'is regard as a messenger of God for this new age. A fundamental teaching of Baha'u'llah is the oneness of humanity. Addressing humankind, he says, "Ye are all leaves of one tree, and the fruits of one branch." In the Baha'i writings we find the following reference to peace. Peace is light, whereas war is darkness. Peace is life, war is death. Peace is guidance, war is error. Peace is the foundation of God. War is a satanic institution. Peace is the illumination of the world of humanity. War is the destroyer of human foundations. In all cycles and ages, war has been a factor of derangement and discomfort, whereas peace and brotherhood have brought security and consideration of human interests. It is hoped that the transformation of the human world is at hand, and that in the coming centuries all the energies and inventions of man will be utilised in promoting the interests of peace and brotherhood. Inasmuch as your origin is one, you must now be united and agreed, for all in origin belong to the same household and all are servants of the one God. Abdul-Baha, The Promulgation of Universal Peace, pages 123 to 4. Thank you once again for inviting the Baha'i community to be part of the Buddhist Festival of Vesak, and I hope that you have a very enjoyable and successful festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Siri. Can I please invite Mr. Fas Fakhiardi, representing the Association of Islamic Dhamma Australia, to the stage?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you. My name is Faz Fakiari, and I'm the Vice President of AIDA Victoria, Association of Islamic Da'wah in Australia, an Indonesian Muslim community in Altona North. On behalf of the Indonesian Muslim community and all Muslim community in Victoria, also on behalf of Hobson's Bay Interfaith Network, I would like to say congratulations to everyone who observed the Vesak Day. Growing up in Indonesia, I'm quite familiar with Buddhism, as it is one of the 5 most recognized religions in Indonesia. So I understand the importance of Vesak Day, or what we call in Indonesia as Waisak. And I do enjoy it, as it also means another public holiday on our calendar. But it also serves as a reminder for me, when I was growing up, that the world is very diverse. And diversity is a strength, and diversity is what makes us human. And that perception is even more strong when I moved to this lucky country, where everyone is treated equally, with respect, no matter what background, no matter what religion. So on that note, it's a great privilege for me to say congratulations again, and hopefully everyone have a joyous and peaceful Vesak Day. Thank you very much. Peace be upon you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Father Michael Mifsud, representing the Catholic community.
Happy Vesak to all the venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist community gathered here today, and to all the other people who are gathered here today, distinguished guests and visitors. I really believe today the Buddha smiled on us all with the beautiful sunshine, and even the Christian prayers were there last night, praying that it would be a lovely day to support us. Our prayers are all united, and I'm sure the Buddha is smiling on us, and I hope that too, that we can smile as a response to that and show that we are becoming enlightened also. We're on the path of enlightenment. Amongst so many Bodhi tree leaves here, I think we should be very quick on that path, hopefully, as we follow the steps of these great teachers throughout the world. And today I'm speaking on behalf of the interfaith communities, which are represented here, but also the Christian communities, but particularly the Catholic community, the Catholic Archbishop, Dennis Hart, and the Catholic Archdiocese. And I'm going to read his message soon in a few moments. But first of all, on behalf of this community on which I speak, we are very grateful to the wonderful contribution of the Buddhist people in this country and in this state, the Buddhist community, both for their wonderful spiritual traditions which they are sharing with us and which we have been enriched by in our interfaith dialogue and sharing spiritually in many other ways, in shared retreats and shared meditation and shared times together, and for the wonderful cultural diversity that's enriching this country and the other faiths when we share with great respect. So I offer my respects to the Buddha Sangha and to the Dharma, which through these means we have shared so much richness, and the unique richness of the Buddhist tradition. So I and many others, all of us are very grateful for this. And today, as we celebrate Vesak, we mentioned many times the threefold aspect of the Buddha's birth, enlightenment and passing. It reminds me, of course, of the parinirvana, final passing. Reminds me very much in our Christian tradition of what somewhat parallel of the birth, death, resurrection, and tomorrow we celebrate the ascension of Christ when he, in our tradition, returns to the source, something like the parinirvana, returning what we say to the Father, and then
the sending forth of his spirit of wisdom and enlightenment to us. So we see many parallels, but also we are enriched by the differences we have found on the many years of our interfaith journey, which I and others here have been involved in some for 30 or 40 years even, right from the very beginnings of the Buddhist presence in Australia, which I am personally very grateful for. But I'd like now to finish off by addressing you with this message from the Archbishop in our Catholic Archdiocese. Dear friends in the Buddhist community, on the occasion of Vesak, which celebrates the birth, the enlightenment, the teaching and parinirvana of the Buddha, the Most Reverend Dennis Hart, Archbishop of Melbourne, together with the Catholic community in Melbourne, would like to offer you warmest greetings and congratulations. In his Four Noble Truths, the Buddha teaches that craving is the cause of suffering, and that the solution to this plight was to abandon all craving. This essential teaching is mirrored in the proclamation by Jesus Christ that is the poor and the poor in spirit who are indeed blessed. The Catholic community wishes to find ways of working further with the Buddhist community to overcome the afflictions that arise from craving and failure to be poor in spirit, such as domestic violence, sexual abuse, and gambling addiction, to mention but three. In this practical collaboration, we will follow the teaching of our respective faiths and work towards the common good. May this season of joy bring your community every blessing and joy. Thank you all very much.
Thank you to our friends in the Indigenous and interfaith communities. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you and kindly invite you once again to share this year's photos on our Facebook page to collect the beautiful memories of today. Our Facebook page is Victorian United Nations Day of Vesak, and we proactively encourage you to visit and join the ever-expanding community. The page is also a really good way to keep up with our events, particularly the events such as the Friendship Dinner, the tickets for which will be available later this year. Leading on to the Friendship Dinner, hosted by the Kunming Temple, the always amazing Kunming Temple. The Friendship Dinner is a wonderful night of song and dance and good food. If you haven't so far, I highly encourage you to take part in next year's Friendship Dinner. For more information regarding the Friendship Dinner, you can either visit our website or our Facebook page. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the children from Dr. M. Decker International Mission to begin chanting of Metta Sutta in English. The Metta Sutta is printed on the...
To chant the Metta Sutta with us. Metta Sutta, the Buddha's words on loving kindness. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise will later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety may all beings be happy, whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be happy. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another, even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child. So with a boundless heart, should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, free from hatred and ill will. Whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness, one should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. By not holding to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world.
Thank you, children, for that beautiful performance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please kindly welcome the children of Hua Niem Primary School to sing Buddhist songs in strong mind and good heart.
We're from Hua Niem Primary School in Springvale South. The children are going to sing 4 songs for you from the Plum Village tradition, the school materials which are called Wake Up Schools. The first song is about being in the present moment, and it's called Happiness is Here and Now. 3, 4.
Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do, but not in a hurry.
The next song is about nature and the natural world. This is called I Love Nature. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I love nature, nature is cool. The forest is my classroom, the earth is my school. The trees are my teachers, the animals are my friends, and on this school, all life depends. Yes, on this school, all life depends. I love nature, nature is cool. The forest is my classroom, the earth is my school. The trees are my teachers, the animals are my friends, and on this school, all life depends.
Yes,
on this school, all life depends.
This next song is about being part of the wider community and being aware that you are. And it's called I Want to Go as a River. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wanna go as a river, no drop of water. Let us flow in harmony. Selfishness to surrender. I want to go as the river, not as a drop of water. We learn to live mindfully, to be there for each other.
And the final song of our group is also based on the metta, and it's about may we be filled with loving kindness, may we be well, may we be peaceful and at ease, and may we be happy. 1, 2, 3, 4. May we be
filled with loving kindness, may we be well, may we be peaceful and at ease, and may we be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness, may we be well, may we be peaceful and at ease, and may we be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness, may we be well, may we be peaceful and at ease, and may we be happy.
Do one more.
May we be filled with loving kindness, may we be well, may we be peaceful and at ease, and may we be happy.
Thank you very much for that beautiful performance. And thank you, Venerable Thich Phuoc Yuen, for organizing that beautiful performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the children of Hoa Niem Primary School have also kindly provided us with a beautiful art display, which is displayed at the back of the hall behind you. Now, to deliver the long life prayer for His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, please welcome Lama Tenda and the Sangha of the Medicine Buddha Tantriana Meditation Center. Lama Tenda will also give an explanation of Om Mani Padme Hum. He will accompany the nuns from the Medicine Buddha Tantriana Meditation Center in chanting this mantra, and we invite you to join in with the chanting.
Thank you so much for this invited me in this very special occasion and Buddha and Enlightenment Day anniversary. And thank you for opportunity to and this and acknowledge for His Holiness Dalai Lama for long life and prayer for asking me to do this. So as you know, we are all now as Holiness Dalai Lama. We in this world in Buddhism, and our really great teacher and his caring message for all of the Buddhism are love and compassion and for the world peace. So this is why today I'm really great to read and a long life prayer. So I have this most we can recite Om Mani Padme Hum. So Om as now is Om Mani Padme Hum is without compassion mantra. So Om is caring as we now is a three mind and body and speech for the Avalokiteeshvaras and without compassion. So Mani means precious. So precious bodhicitta and loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta. So Pemi is the, as we know, wisdom, and it's the purity and pure and wisdom. And so this and the wisdom and is the home is the becomes for that our Lokashoras and the energy and the sixth syllable. So this is why we today and with the chanting. So some of you now I read down the chanting. So please and join me in this Tibetan. I do slowly. Just a moment with this mantra in our heart. So now you think it's just our mind is very powerful. Just a moment and His Holiness Dalai Lama long life and flourish and Dharma. And we just moment, just a few minutes, we just contemplate this meaning of the humanity in your heart. So now I follow this. Thank you.
Thank you, Lama Tenda and the nuns of medicine with the Tantriana Meditation Center. Before concluding this afternoon's program, we kindly request Venerable Thich Phuoc Tan, Abbot of Kwan Min Temple, to conduct the sharing of merits.
Just please join your hand together and close your eye and reflect on all the beautiful things you have received today. Either you heard or you've seen it. Today we will dedicate all the good energy to everyone. This year, Victoria United Nations Day of Vesak has fostered many good friendships amongst Buddhist members and members of many interfaith networks and members from many different walks of life. May the merits of this event dedicate to peace, harmony and prosperity of the society, these nations and the world. May we thrive without giving up on the path of awakening. May we care without failure the environment and protect it. May our children gain right knowledge and skills. May our pure perception set us free from all psychological imprisonment. May all of you be peace and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Venerable. We would like to kindly request the members of the audience to please stand as the Buddha relics leave the stage.
យើងនៅ Springvale តែមកក្នុងខ្លួនទាំងហើយនៅធ្វើគុំមួយ
Please be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for closer